to console each other.
Hello. I am sorry, but I must interrupt this show.
You know what it is. Hey, Ham Solo. It's time, baby. Low. Let's turn how we do. Hey.
They said we said we hit. They said we said we on. They said we said we strong. They said we said we go. We say that you heard right. 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 They said we said we hit. They said we said we on. They said we said strong. They said we said go. We say that you heard right. We say that you heard right. We say that you heard right. We say that you
Man, I swear that it's imminent. I've been going so hard on my pimp shit. About to go in and buy me a whip. And I pull that shit fresh off the dealership. I can leave you in red like an Xbox. Got me laughing at you like you red fox. Got you chasing Hot Wheels like a matchbox. EA running the game and it don't stop. Super cold like I'm playing for Blizzard. Got you all in my sights like Red Dead Redemption. Never gonna slip on my pimpin'. Better get out my way, bitch, I'm on a mission. Really ain't no competition. I'm steady grilling opposition. I'm get up and ready to win. They can play it how they play, but fuck what you say. I'm getting this money today.
Last of us like a dying breed. Down the ride like a noble steed. Fatality moves, I make it bleed. That's on any game, that's on any screen. Shut up and give me your money. They said we so lit. Even if I take an L, we coming back just to show that we don't quit. They said we said we hit. They said we said we on. They said we said we strong. They said we said we go.
Greetings and salutations,
We here.
ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the 77th installment of the LowDown on TSWS Gaming. And as you can see, to my right, Mr. Ham Solo is right back in his seat after going
Hi.
off to the Starfield plane and just, going off. Hamothy, how you doing, man?
I'm doing pretty damn good. I am back in action and ready to go and feeling pretty good. I was living life just for a little bit and had to get a little recharge and reset, and now I'm back. So let's do the damn thing.
New camera angles and everything.
Man,
Welcome back.
I've been hitting it from so many damn different directions. I finally found the one that works for me that I like. I can look up at the camera. I can look up at the camera and be like,
What's the intention here? I'm lost.
the intention is personal.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Jack says, "Welcome back, Ham."
Oh,
Welcome,
what's up,
welcome.
Jack? What's up, Jack? Oh shit, it's Louis.
Says I look like Where's Waldo. I look fresh. That's what I look like, man.
Lady Foxfire.
Yeah, dude. I also felt like pause when you said I've been hitting it from so many angles. I was like, pause, dude. What? Many angles.
I
Anyway.
mean, now I can tell the, I can just.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I see y'all. Y'all nasty motherfuckers. I see you. What's cracking?
You gotta brought up angles, dog.
All about them angles, you know what I'm saying? Like I was on vacation, man. I was living.
Okay. All right. Rachie, Ham is back to stay. He was just taking a minute, just taking a break. That's all. Welcome in, Lady Foxfire. Welcome in. Says we still miss you. That background looked like a kaleidoscope. Look, it's actually one of the Capulanes in Mozambique. It's one of my favorite, actually. Very nice.
The
I
American
would
flag's right behind it. He's just covering it for right now.
I will not be sending this one to you guys, Ham. I'll send you guys.
Man doesn't want you to see the capital of Austin in the background. It's that he's just covering his window.
All right. Bro, don't associate me with anything Will Smith related, please. Please, Louis. Maybe next year when it dies down. Speaking of which, Ham, did you see the Bad Boys movie? Apparently it's pretty good.
I have.
Cheers, Pixel.
I have.
heard it's good.
I've been terrible with watching movies as of late.
What you been doing?
What have I been up to? I mean, I've been playing a lot of games. I traveled to Colorado with the fam to go see the in-laws, and also I've got a new truck while I was down there. Or it's
Nice.
not new, but it's an 05 Avalanche. It's kind of a big boy, right? 5.3 liter V8 up in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that motherfucker making
It's a
some
proper
nice
American
noise.
truck.
What's that?
It's a proper American truck. That's what it is.
It is as American as a truck SUV could be. It's back when America loved to give you options instead of forcing you to like something. so it's kind of like the 2000s version of the Bronco, kinda.
Yeah.
So it's like the early 2000s versions of the Bronco before they brought the Bronco back, but except the truck bed doesn't really get ever really completely covered, but you can open it completely up, right? And I can take the seats out the back and make it a longer bed if I want to. Right now, I'm trying to figure out how a motherfucker is gonna fit his subs up in this bitch. Like, I gotta take my subs out of my Yukon, or I just have one sub. I have one 12-inch Type R with a kicker amp, with a 600-watt kicker amp, and then I have a secondary amp as well. And my interior speakers don't get loud enough, so I'm gonna have to hook up one of the amps to the interior speakers, and then the other amp will go directly to my sub. But there's not a lot of room back in that bitch. Like, I'm gonna have to figure out a way to fit a 12-inch subwoofer under a seat. Like, it's gonna be a bitch.
Worth it though in the long run.
Oh, it's totally worth it. I want to get that thing rattling. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to sound like a goddamn. What is it? Like a fucking tuba when I roll by a goddamn car. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yep. You know.
Speaking of rides, I actually I'm thinking of getting rid of mine to get my dream car. I was speaking for work, obviously. I was speaking to some suppliers that sell vehicles, and someone like hooked me up a connection with some guy that apparently has a 1998 Land Rover Defender, 5-door, and apparently it's in mint condition except for the engine, but everything else, like the little sockets and the little accessories, anyone that has a Defender knows that the problem is not the engine. The problem is getting the car complete. So the doors, original panels, everything. Apparently this guy has it. He's just asking for a lot of money. But I'm excited for you, Ham. I'm excited for you.
You know what I'm not excited about?
What?
I'm not that excited about you thinking it's okay to talk to my mama.
I did not talk to your mother.
You talk to my goddamn mama. You need to leave my mama alone.
Your mother?
My mother. You need to leave my mama alone. I know you only a few hours away, and you feel like you can visit and advertise and do all this bullshit.
What are we talking about?
Alone.
Your mother.
My mother, the person that birthed the Ham Solo. My goddamn
oh my
mama.
God, dude.
My mama. Leave my mama alone.
Should we maybe discuss this offline? I don't understand what you're talking.
Absolutely not. I want everybody to hear this motherfucker right here. He didn't fuck my mother, though. He didn't fuck my mother. Let me get that straight right now. But this motherfucker on the phone with my mama, and I show up to my mama house. Tell me why she got a brand new Land Rover.
Oh, let's go.
She ain't
let's
no
go.
Land Rover. I ain't never heard her talk about Land Rover a day in her life. And I pull up, and she got a Land Rover, and she want me to look at it and, hook up some things for her on it and, help her understand, this century and whatnot with vehicles and everything.
Dude.
And
dude, I can explain diff lock and everything.
You think she flashy now? She thinks she thinks that since she was able to retire last year, that she can just stunt in retirement. She got her whole house. She got her house kitted out with flowers everywhere. She redoing her deck. She just got done painting the interior of her entire house, bro. And then I come by to drop off my daughter, and she got a motherfucking Land Rover. And I was like, this motherfucker right here. My mama. No, stop that.
Yeah, me and her was talking. You know, we were talking, and she was like, I'm thinking about getting a new ride. And she was talking about all these Tundras and all this rubbish. I was like, lady, you want the good stuff? Do you want to buy a car once and just be done? Get a Land Rover. Which one did she get?
I don't know. I told her about talking to these Nigerian princes and shit, man. God damn. Yeah, ended up talking to your ass. She ended up talking to your ass and got convinced to get an overpriced fucking Blazer.
Let's go. She got a Blazer. What?
She got an overpriced fucking Honda Pilot.
Man.
But anyways, but yeah, she really enjoys that vehicle, and I'm very happy for her, as you can see.
Yeah. Do you know which model it is?
I don't off the top of my head.
Oh man.
I'm sitting here looking at it. I'm looking at all these different ones, and it looks, I don't know, it looks kind of like a. Let me see if this is kind of what it looks like. It looks kind of like a couple classes down from this. Let me show you here in a sec. Right here. Put it up on the screen. It looks like a couple classes down than that.
Okay, so it's a Range Rover. Because with Land Rovers, you have Range Rovers, Discovery, Freeland, and the Defender.
I don't think it's a Range Rover though. It just looks like a. And that is probably a Range Rover. What we're looking at right now, that's probably a Range Rover.
Yes, so probably got a Range Rover because they're very distinct.
But it's a good looking car. It's a good looking car. I'll catch it next time. I'll let you know what it is. She's very proud of it, and I was disappointed when I seen it because I just knew who was in her motherfucking ear about it, and it was this piece of shit. It was this piece of shit that claims to be in another country, but is fucking using fucking WhatsApp. He's using WhatsApp to pretend that he lives in another country, but I seen that area code, motherfucker. That 817. That's Texas, bitch. I know what it is. That's Fort Worth. This motherfucker in Fort Worth.
Welcome in, man.
Phone bill in Fort Worth, but he lives in Austin, and he claims Africa.
I'm happy that I'm a mother for your mom, and I can't wait to find out some more details about which one of the cars, and if she has any questions or whatever, I'm down. I can give you all the
No.
It's a great car, dude. Like, make sure she doesn't just drive it in the city. Make sure she doesn't just drive it.
My camera froze. I don't know why.
It did freeze.
But my camera froze.
It did.
So here's what I'm gonna do real quick. I'll be right back. I'm just gonna restart my computer because it's been a long time since I had my camera turned on, and I'll be right back. So just go ahead and keep talking.
All right. Anyways, welcome into everyone. Pixel, Serex, man. I can see that you're happy here. Matt, welcome in. Jacob, hi. Will you cover what? Will you cover the Apex? Yes, we will get to the Apex thing. EA have decided to, guys. And again, this is your fault, not you, Jacob, obviously. But this is your fault. This is our fault. We told them $10. Oh, we can pay $10 for Battle Pass. That's not a problem. Give it to us. Well, you know what happens? People People like to pretend like the slippery slope is a myth. It's really not. It's not a myth. It's a real thing. And here we are. Everything that exists today started somewhere and kept on getting gradually worse or better. So just, it is what it is. It is what it is. That was my wanted ride until I test drove a Tesla Model S back in 2016, and that was that. Pixel. When it comes to cars, since we're here waiting for Ham, anyways, I might as well share with you guys what my dream car is, because I have two dream cars. I have my Defender, right? Hold on, let me show you guys my dream 4x4, because I'm starting to find out that I'm a bit of a car nut. So I don't just have I don't just have a dream car. I have a dream car per class, right? So let me show you guys my dream 4x4, or you guys would call it SUV or truck or whatever. Here it is. This is my baby. This right here. There's very few things on this planet I wouldn't give up for that car right there in that condition. This is that's the love of my life. I hope my wife's not watching, but that's the love of my life. Anyways, besides that, for the sedans, it's the 1989 Camaro. Whoa, no. It's not the 89. I think it's 69. Yeah, 69. There we go.
Yeah, the 69 Camaro.
Oh,
those are nice.
Actually, no, this is not the grill that I want. Ham, it's to the point that I know which grill I want. I want this one. I want the original
with like the hidden lights
grill. Jeez. Oh, bro. That's
my favorite.
That's
my favorite car of that era. See, I want to hear
That's
what other people's favorite cars are. So like Lady Foxfire out here saying my dream car is a 65 Mustang. Those things are fucking mad sexy. My
65 Mustang.
My dream car is different than my favorite. Like I have two, or actually I have three favorite classic cars. All right.
Okay.
The first one is the Charger, the 69 Charger. RT. Oh yes.
Hold on. First, let's see. First, let's take a look at Lady Foxfire's Mustang. There we go.
Okay, fair enough.
If I'm not mistaken, this is the Mustang from Gone in 60 Seconds, correct? Is this the car? Ham? This looks like the one.
Looks like it. It sure looks like
the one that Nicolas Cage was like talking to and almost
that
having a
was
relationship with.
his baby or whatever, or what?
He had a name
I
for
forgot the name that he gave it.
He had a name for it.
He had
What
a
was the
name
name?
for it.
Hold on. Mustang name.
Eleanor. It was Eleanor.
Eleanor. Oh my God.
It was
That was
Eleanor.
It was Eleanor. You said your dream car was a 69.
Well, no, that's not my dream car. That's just one of my favorite old cars. 69 Dodge Charger RT.
Oh, the Vin Diesel one.
Yes. I love
that
those
is a
front
bad
lights
boy.
on it. I like the engine that's in there. It's just
These lines, very
it's just
aggressive, and then the tilt forward.
It's just a big bitch. It's very intimidating.
These backlights, bro. These backlights.
I love them.
Mean, just serious, just
everything looks mean about that car.
Yeah.
Everything about that car says beware of the driver.
Don't mess with this guy.
This guy probably has a gun. That's what that car says.
Yeah.
That guy, he may be packing. I don't know. I don't really think I should try.
Wait, you're not allowed to
another
drive?
One of my favorite cars that I want you to put on the screen 100% is is the fucking 88 Cutlass Supreme.
What is that?
It's Oldsmobile. They're out of business now, but
What is this?
yes,
Is this the CJ car? What the fuck?
bro. You don't understand how nice that car
You down
was.
for this?
Especially, that car was mad sexy. The higher value version with the sunroof. Oh, bro, 88 Cutlass Supreme was my shit. Just because it had like a fox body kind of thing going on, right? And then my last one is the IROC Z.
Oh, this
Camaro.
One. Is this the sunroof one? This one.
Let me see. No. Oh, hell no.
No.
Hell no.
All right, fine. The last one is
the last one is gonna be an 87 Chevy Camaro IROC Z.
IROC Z. Oh, really?
Yeah, but my baby, my baby that I would choose over like most of like all vehicles.
Yeah. If you're a millionaire, what's the first one?
Dodge Viper SRT 10.
All right, we all know what that looks like. But okay, fine. Let's just put it on the screen just for the fuck of it.
Yeah, 2000 Viper SRT 10.
Yeah,
even like really any of those models, like even the newer ones above that, I'd take it. That would be.
This is 2002. What is the?
It doesn't matter. I'd take a 2002 as well.
This is a 2000. I remember it only had four thingies. It's a mean car.
Ironically, I like the hard top.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like soft tops that much.
One of these ones?
Yeah.
I remember getting this in Need for Speed. Was it Need for Speed? Either Need for Speed or Gran Turismo made you almost like unbeatable. It was a hell of a car.
I got it in the latest Gran Turismo 7. And I was just nasty. Yes, Sir X-Man says he owned an 88 Firebird Formula. Those are hot too. Dude, the 95 Impalas are nasty.
What? I was about to tell Rachie, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're telling me this is actually a good car.
It is dope. Those things are nice. The SS's are fucking crazy quick too.
But do they last? Because
oh yeah,
I'm all about durability.
Yes, it's a mid 90s Chevy. Those things all last. All those Chevys in the mid 90s are tough.
All right. Well, okay. That was the last one. That was the last car, guys. Come on. Enough.
Thanks, Yogi. Said welcome back.
Yeah. Welcome. Thanks for the shouts, guys. Thanks for the shouts for these cars. It's also very interesting to talk about vehicles. Wow, Hamothy, you're back. I'm psyched. I'm Solo's back. All right,
we are.
Let's go. We're doing it live. Before we get into it,
any questions?
I have one question, but we'll keep that for the end of the show.
Okay.
You have to just tease, reel them in. All right. So one superstar is returning to TSWS. Another superstar is leaving, and that is Mr. John Cena. So John Cena has announced that he will be retiring after his final match at WrestleMania 41. Just in case anyone's wondering, he is currently 47 years old. John Cena has announced his retirement from the WE and confirmed that his final match will take place at WrestleMania 41 in Las Vegas in 2025. During WWE's Money in the Bank premium live event on July 6th in Toronto, John Cena made a surprise appearance to thunderous applause while donning a t-shirt that read, "The last time is now." The 16-time world heavyweight champion announced his retirement tour. So Ham, oh no, sorry, let me read the quote from John Cena himself, and I quote: "Tonight, I officially announce my retirement from the WWE. I hear a mixed opinion out there, lots of questions, maybe, right? Like, hey, why here?" And I want to talk about that here for a second. I want to talk about Toronto. Matter of fact, I want to talk about Canada. Matter of fact, I want to talk about Canadians. He then went on to thank his fans in Canada for always being there for him, for the good stuff, yada yada yada. John Cena is out in WrestleMania 41. Thought time.
What up, Lemon? First of all,
Hey,
see him in the chat.
what
Shouts
up,
out
Unc?
to Lo. But
What up, Yobi?
John Cena, like, I met John Cena once. I was getting his plane ready to take off as he is leaving Nebraska, Lincoln, Nebraska, back when I used to work at this place called Silverhawk. It was an aviation company. We used to like tow, fuel, de-ice, marshal in planes and stuff like that. I was one of the guys with the stick saying come this way, right what I'm saying. But yeah, so when I met him, he's a really nice guy. He's really nice. He is willing to talk to really anybody. He didn't care as long as you were in a good
on or off?
Yeah, he's just a regular dude. He's just a regular nice dude. Sir X-Man says his first car was a 77 four-door LeSabre. That's funny because my first car was an 81 Buick LeSabre. So I think that's funny that Sir X-Man said that. But anyways, he seemed like a really nice guy. And all I really got to say about him retiring is like, dude, to be able to announce that you're retiring at a WrestleMania, I mean, it doesn't get any better than that for a wrestler. So, I mean,
No, it doesn't.
I mean, do what you got to do, brother. Really, do what you got to do, brother, and retire. And I mean, from seeing my mom in retirement, and I know John Cena's on a whole nother level because he's got millions upon millions of dollars and stuff like that. But just seeing the kind of come off of my mom, because like she doesn't work anymore, right? So she's just like, every day she wakes up, she's in a pretty good mood. She gets to figure out what she wants to do.
Chill it.
And like John Cena already is, I mean, just because he's retiring from wrestling doesn't mean he's retiring from working. Because even my mom, although she's retired, she still does like DoorDash and stuff like that, just to bring in a little extra money. Right? Just to have a little bit of fun, be able to fix up her new Land Rover and shit like that, right?
Yo, parts for that thing are expensive.
So exactly, and she knows that, so she wants to be ahead of it, right? And like I said, just because you quit, just because you retired doesn't mean you quit grind. So we're gonna still see John Cena around and doing stuff. He may even show up in the ring at some point, right? I think he's as retired to wrestling as The Rock is. You see what I'm saying? Where
you show up when he wants.
He'll take that bag to make a quick promo. He ain't gonna not do that. Yes. But like, as for him needing to be scheduled this Monday and then Thursday and then this pay-per-view Sunday, he's like, I ain't doing that.
Monday again.
Right. And then the very next day, Monday, to talk about what happened on Sunday. And yeah, like I don't blame him. Like, he's been in the game for a long time. Like, most people would die to have his tenure. Not just his popularity, just his tenure. So so I think
wrestlers don't last that long.
I think get out while you're on top. And this is him on top, getting out. He just got done having that fight with The Rock and stuff like that. And then he's leaving on a WrestleMania. I don't think it gets any better than that.
Yeah. I used to hate John Cena.
Me too. I wasn't a big fan of him. I thought he was cheesy until I don't know. He just
Corny.
kind of grew on me,
Corny
I
than a
guess, a little
mother.
bit. And
Yes.
and that's happened a lot of times where I think that corny ass motherfucker and ends up being pretty dope. And what's ironic about that is I'm a corny motherfucker myself. So it's weird to have that thought about somebody else being corny when you're corny, and then they grow on you. So you're like, man, I want to be like that. I want to grow on people like that. So like, it's fine.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, I never really liked the dude. Part of me has to be honest. One of the reasons I didn't like him is because he got over so quickly. And
Facts.
as a
The
wrestling
Rock
guy,
was making his exit, and it was like, ew, he's our hero now.
exactly. That's what I was gonna go. Like the timing was terrible. It was horrible.
It was right
I
after
became
one.
a
It was
Randy.
right after. It was literally right after the best era of WWE. So it was like
Yeah.
hard to accept it.
Yeah, yeah.
It was like taking that.
becoming a Laker right
It was like when
after.
you had that last perfect piece of your burrito, you ate it, and then you see that your mom told you that you must eat all your broccoli before you leave the table, and you're like, fuck.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
So
good
it was
for
like
me.
becoming a Laker
It's
right
good, but I
after
don't
Magic
recognize that now because it
and
tastes like
Randy
shit.
left. Yeah. I love this one. Imagine receiving your DoorDash McDonald's from someone driving a Range Rover. That'll fuck you up. That'll really mess you up.
Well,
Like,
people
okay,
see that all the time. I tell you that much. My
hit the like
mom ain't got
button.
no problem pulling up.
Hit the like button. Share it out, guys. Follow the instruction of the oldest person in the chat. Sir X-Man. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, man. Like, I never liked the dude. Now he's going, and I just have to be honest, dude. Like, we have to give him his flowers. Like, this guy, he did the damn thing. I didn't think he would last this long. I didn't think he'd win so many championships. I didn't think so many people would fall in love with him. But he did it. And hats off to him. His acting career, like Yobi said earlier on in the chat, his acting career has taken off like years ago. He is good. So yeah, he deserves his rest and retirement. Well done, John Cena. This hurts for me to say. Well done. I never thought I'd fucking have to say this. I never thought I'd have to admit this. Well done, John Cena. You retired.
I know. It's like
from
it's like a
WWE.
Tom Brady moment. It really is. It's like,
Yes.
I've hated this motherfucker for 20 years, but he's
No.
the fucking GOAT. It hurts. But I gotta
Yes.
but I
Yes,
gotta
Al.
accept it.
Exactly.
I'm not saying John Cena's
Exactly.
the GOAT. I'm just saying like
He's not- for
it's
this
very Tom
generation.
Brady of a moment, right? Because
Yeah, he's one of the best, dude.
Because remember when Tom Brady left New England, everybody was like, now we're gonna see that Tom Brady ain't shit without Belichick. And then he said,
Damn.
I am the shit.
I'm literally the whole shit. I am the whole thing.
Like,
I'm not like a big chunk, and the Patriots are going to make it to a conference final and maybe make it to a Super Bowl and not win. I am not a big chunk of the shit. I am all of it.
Bro,
There's
he made
without it.
If you can make Joe Montana jealous, you did it.
Yeah, you did something.
You did it. You did because remember, Joe Montana left the San Francisco 49ers and played with the Chiefs, and he did some pretty good work over there. But he didn't do what Tom Brady did.
No, he didn't. He didn't. So props to Cena. Also, Jax brings up a good example. Sorry, no, not a good example, but a good way for us to pay homage to John Cena. Ham. Let's do the rant. Let's do the shouts. Cena sucks. Cena sucks. Cena sucks. Cena. Yeah, man, the dude is awesome. Well done to him. Moving on. Let's get to some video game trailers. Let's do some video games. It's the lowdown. Let's do some video game trailers. It's not really packed this week, but
this is a slow ass week.
yeah. We're going to start off with Deathbound. It launches on August 8th. Party-based Souls-like RPG dated. Oh, party-based Souls-like ham. This looks like something maybe we could play together.
Dude,
Let's
I
see.
don't care.
Oh, come on.
I'm just tired of Souls-like games. Like everything got to be the same fucking
about?
shit. Like another
What about party-like?
Souls-like game.
It's a party. Where we'll play
I'm getting
together.
a party with a Souls-like game. Like another Souls fucking game.
God damn, dude.
Like I just
Orgasm.
I just finished trying out Lords of the Fallen with Matt. And
The first
that
one or the
game,
second one?
whatever new one just hit Game Pass.
The second
latest
one.
one.
Yeah.
That game, in my opinion, was not it. That's putting it in a nice way.
The first one was pretty bad, so I wouldn't be surprised if the second one also didn't live up to expectations.
Wow. Yeah, I'm genuinely not interested in this game. It could look as pretty as fucking as Senua. I'm all
You're
set.
just done with this genre.
The more the games keep coming out, the more it kind of makes me angry. Like it doesn't even like irritate me to like where I'm just like, I don't want to pay attention to this. I don't want to see this. Like I'm like genuinely like kind of gritting my teeth. Because it's just like another developer that I gotta wait for them to possibly come out with a different game that I might be interested in. Because this one that they just got them putting years into, I'm not interested in at all.
Damn.
That's how I look at it. I look at it as if like, wow, so this is what you gave me after 2, 3, 4, 5 years or whatnot. So I thought I'd be interested in it, but I'm not. And I tell you what, it's Souls. Can you do anything else? And I'm wondering, can anybody else do anything other than Souls-like games?
Oh, come on, Ham. You still remember when everything was a platformer? Come on, dude.
I know, and that's irritating.
You remember when
too.
everything was just an open world sandbox? Remember that?
Trending. Why does everything have to be like a trend for people to make something else? Like, God,
I can tell you.
Damn.
I can tell you, Ham. Return on investment. When you've got millions of dollars riding on something, you want to guarantee or lower the chances, right? You want to lower the chances that you don't get a return on investment, or you want to increase the chances that you do get a return on investment. What's the best thing to do? Invest in a genre that's making bank. That's why when Fortnite was banging, it's still banging. But when Fortnite was banging at the beginning of Fortnite, everything was an arena shooter.
Please don't play that eventually
again. One more time, just to piss off Ham Solo. Yobi, appreciate
nice
it, dude.
Being back.
Really appreciate it. All right. Well, you know what I'm doing? I'm not going to delete this from my list, because I'm definitely adding this to my wish list on Steam.
I'm gonna. You have a great time with it, buddy. Have a great time not finishing another Souls game.
You know what, Ham? I have some bad news for you.
Give it to me.
I have some bad news. You will only be able to hold that over my head for a couple of weeks, because I recently restarted Dark Souls, and I threw my pride away. So I'm not going to I'm not doing the bow and arrow build.
Oh, well, I know
that
it's
was too
gonna.
hard.
I'll talk to you in a couple months. How about that?
Why?
Because you're not gonna finish that in a couple weeks.
I already beat Moog. What are you talking about?
No, you're not gonna. You're not. You're not.
I already beat Moog, Ham.
I don't care. I don't care what you did.
All right, you know what I'll do, Ham? I'll just screenshot you the achievement and send it to you. That's all I'm gonna. I'm not even gonna say hi to you or anything. Like when we chat, I'm not gonna say good morning, nothing. I'm just gonna send you the achievement.
I don't need. Yeah, I just need the facts. You're right. That's all I need.
Whatever, dog. Next game is Distance for PS4. PS4 launches July 9th.
Please
PlayStation
tell me. Please tell me that this is not a Souls-like game.
It's not a Souls-like. Jeez, man, relax. So Refract will release arcade racing platformer Distance for PlayStation 4 and 5 on July 9th. That's today. That is today. Yep. Wish listing is available. Well, if it's out today, then
let's see what it looks like.
So, let's see. The fuck? No game. What are we doing, Gematsu? What are we doing? I trusted them, dude. I trusted them.
Why? Well, there's your first mistake.
All right, let's see. Distance, PS5. Oh my god. Distance racing game, PS5.
Damn, it's that good.
Bite me, Ham. All right, let's see. Video contains flashing lights. All right.
Okay. So I'm gonna get a seizure. Let's go.
What?
Wait, what's happening?
All right, that was an ad.
Oh, okay.
Wait.
I was like, well, why did you come out the trenches?
This looks like Forza.
No.
All right, so this is the game. This is the game.
Huh. I don't like to see through vehicles. I don't like to see through vehicles.
Did you see like it changed?
Yeah, that was dope. But I don't like to see through vehicles.
It's not see-through though. Check, it's not see-through.
There the enemies were, the other drivers were see-through.
Oh, those are like ghost drivers, I guess. Like you
okay, hopefully it's just ghost. I was just hoping it wasn't. I was just hoping it wasn't a race where everybody.
Oh damn! Hold on. What happened? You have to time the transitions, otherwise you crash. So it's not automatic.
Okay.
Nice.
That's interesting. I can't lie.
Hopping around.
Yeah, this is a fucking Mach 5.
What?
What the fuck just happened? Okay.
Your car flies.
This looks pretty cool.
This looks like fun. I'm curious about what buttons you have to press to stick the landing.
I'm guessing it'd be like circle or square or something like that. Or maybe L1 and R1.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have us a game. Yeah, those are just ghosts. See, there's even names and stuff. It's probably online.
Yeah, but if it's a race, and there's and like it's supposed to be like we're all racing against each other, I think it's kind of lame if the other cars aren't on the road. Like I think that's kind of
not really. Well, for me, the reason why it's not lame is because what? Let me tell you why. Because I play a lot of rally games, and in rally, it's not about you being able to bash me off the road. It's about quite literally being the fastest.
Yes, screw that.
You don't gauge speed by being able to bash me off the road. That's not how you
get good. Speed. Get good.
Okay, that's toxic, Em. That is really
I'm just
toxic.
saying, I like playing versus. I like when other cars are there. I just do. I like when other actual cars are there and like I have like you have to drive a certain way. Like even if everybody's playing fair, you still gotta drive like a certain. Oh my goodness, that motherfucker got cut in half. That's fucking hilarious. Look at him still driving.
Oh, did he get sliced?
Yeah.
Ooh, Sir X-Man says it can get hard. Okay, so Sir X-Man has played this game already. It's the time-based game against the track and different obstacles. It's based on best time alive. I love that game. Yes, best time, dude. Let's go. Who can go fast?
Yeah, Sir X-Man loves this driving game, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's already got down on this.
Appreciate you,
If
Sir X-Man.
it's been out on like PC or something like that.
Back from the Dead agrees with you, Ham. If you're not trading paint, it's not racing.
That's exactly how I feel about it. It's just like time trials are cool, but I don't need to see the other cars then, to be honest.
I'm sure there's an option to remove the other cars. I'm sure there's probably an option for that.
Looks good though. Like this game does look good.
Ooh, looks like a puzzle-y game.
I like puzzle games as long as they're fun or at least really interesting.
Ooh, okay.
Like I really enjoyed Scorn. That was a puzzle game and it's kind of slow paced. For half of the game of Scorn, I wasn't even running. I didn't know there was a run button.
Ham, Sir X-Man says you can create your own tracks.
Yeah, I don't ever care to do that in most games. I've never been a track creator or any of that, or a forge person at all. I usually like to play the base game, and I'll get down in like a forge or whatnot, but it's invite based. I'm not fucking creating anything for people to jump in. I wouldn't mind doing a community night where we all play something, but they're not playing maps I made.
That's not happening.
I'd be down to do a community night though. I think that'd be kind of fun.
All right. So the next game we have here is Despera. Despera drops, launches in spring 2025 in the West. What is this? Ooh, visual novel. Never mind.
Yeah.
It looked interesting. We want actual video games. If I want to read a book, I'll just read a book. All right. Anyways, Blazing Strike launches October 17th. I think this one is more for K-Mega. It's an anticipated 2D fighting game, finally dated. What's it coming out for? PS4, PS5, Switch, and PC. No Xbox. Oh well.
Yep. Oh well.
Blazing Strike. Let's see. I hate to be that guy, Ham. I hate to be that guy. It's just another 2D fighting game. I know K-Mac is gonna come for my throat and kill me, but it's just another 2D fighting game, dude. Like, I don't see it. I don't see it. Like, you could gift me this game, I wouldn't install it.
Well, it just is what it is.
Are you interested though?
No, not even slightly. I knew that when you brought the thumbnail up or when you went to the next site and showed what it was, I was like, "Yep, I'm good."
Yeah.
Yeah, Farky says community game night, count me in. Yeah, we'll have to talk about that on Friday's show and just see where everybody else is at because I'd like to kind of talk to everybody about that.
Yeah, Bunty, Wagwan man, welcome in. Welcome. All right, so that was Blazing Strike. I'm going to delete this. I don't need to keep it in my bookmark.
Looks alright. Nothing crazy. Yeah, I mean, that's what I'm kind of saying about the game. The game doesn't look terrible. It just doesn't look like something I'm I'm not even into that. I'm not even into the fighter genre. So like, it's not that it's bad. It's just not for me at all. What
Richie
is that?
says has long story. Wait, Richie, that fighting game has a long story.
That's cool.
Is that what you're saying?
I think that's what he's saying.
Because if it does, I'm looking at it different now.
What the hell is this game that you're showing right here?
This is Wise X Nordics. Launches October 25th in the West. Will launch for PS5, PS4, Switch, and PC via Steam, Epic Games, and GOG on October 25th in the West. Publisher NIS America and developer Falcom announced. If Cozy was here, she'd be shouting, "Weeb, weeb, weeb."
I don't know. She shouts that, but I don't know how that works with everything.
No, with Japanese stuff though. Like this one is clearly Japanese or Korean, but I'm putting my money on Japanese.
What is this?
Still no gameplay. Just cuts. Okay. So there's ships. Assassin's Creed. All right.
I mean, that looks kind of cool.
Boarding really ships. Cheesy, all right. Okay, this looks like fun. I'll probably still play Grand Blue Fantasy before this, but this looks very nice.
It looks pretty interesting, I can't lie. But I don't know. I don't know how long I'd play a game like this. Like if I'd actually finish this game. If I even got to it.
I would. Oh, looks like there's a captured princess to save.
Because the game, it's not like the game looks bad to me or anything. It's just I have things that I need to consider. Is this a game that I would play when I get it, or is this something that I'd put immediately in the backlog? And this game would be immediately
this one's a backlog.
Exactly. So like, if I ever got to it, I'd get to it like I've been playing Mad Max. How long has Mad Max been out again? You know what I'm saying? So like, it's just a game that I come to play that type of game for a while, and then when something new and nice comes out, like for me, First Descendant came out, and I stopped playing Mad Max, and I got really into the First Descendant, and I almost have all my characters that I've unlocked so far maxed out. But I already know when NCAA football comes out, when College Football 25 comes out, over. Then First Descendant and Mad Max are now backlog games.
Going straight to the bench.
I'm like, they're like, I can't say that I won't still be playing First Descendant. It just won't be priority. Like I'll be like, oh, you want to play? All my characters are already leveled up, so I don't really need to play. But like, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I'll play with somebody if they want to play, but as soon as we're done playing together, I'm right back to college football.
Yeah.
Stangma said he's day one. I already have it bought. I'm gonna be doing a little. I'll do like a little breakdown and a little like unboxing, I guess, of College Football 25 because I got the Game Pass edition one, or not Game Pass, GameStop edition one, and it comes with a locker.
Such a bot. Just have to say Game Pass.
I didn't mean to say Game Pass. I meant to say GameStop. So, anyways,
yeah, it's involuntary, Ham. It's just in you. It is involuntary.
So deep. Oh, what? Pause. But anyways, I'm really excited for College Football 25 because I got the GameStop edition, which comes with the locker. College Football 25 authentic football, whatever that's supposed to mean. and college football 25 jersey and the game itself. So I'm ready. Like as soon as that comes in here, everything is there is no phone. There is there if there is a show, there's there's very you better hope that I don't
Don't you
get
dare.
you better hope that that doesn't come to my house on Friday anywhere around noon. Anywhere
Don't try
around
me,
noon.
Ham. Don't try me.
Because I will be fucking I'll be fucking on a different planet.
Again, do not try me. So the last game for this week is Old School Rally launches in early access on July 19th. Retro racing game Old School Rally will launch in early access to PC. 19 publisher Astrolab Games and developer Frozen Lake Games announced. So maybe I should have seen this trailer before I put this up on today's show, because I'm a rally guy and I'm not feeling it.
You're not feeling it.
Like, yeah. I used to play the shit out of these when I was a kid. But I'm like, the idea of a retro rally game I was interested in. Now that I'm seeing the graphics and the gameplay, I'm not impressed. I'm not interested, not even in the slightest. Like, get this away from me. You know, like,
Damn,
no
you said get it
disrespect
away
to the
from me.
classics. No disrespect to the classics, but no, dude. Just no. Are you interested, Ham?
No, but I'm also not like you, so not gonna be
Richie, I'm with
really
you.
interested in
As
that.
a rally guy, I'm with you. I'm with you on this one. Rather play a visual novel, dude. Fuck it. You play games other than First Descendant and Fortnite. All right. So rally, no, thank you. Now let's go to Ham's game of the month when it finally comes out later on this month.
Yes.
College football 25. EA Sports provides a first look of gameplay. So with roughly a week to go until college football is released, EA
Ooh,
Sports shared the first look at gameplay.
you see me grabbing at my collar right now. You know, like if it
Breathe,
was
Ham.
like if it was like a psychology, if somebody was like looking at this camera and seeing some like and they were a psychologist or something like that, they'd be like, "Oh, he's turned on right now."
Yeah.
He's turned
It's definitely
all the way
something.
on. I am
Something's
I am a happy camper right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I have a tie on. I just
Oh.
feel like there's something to fix right here, but there's nothing there.
So the gameplay shows two people playing a match. College football content creator James Bordeaux YT, Bordeaux and Donovan Edwards. The latter is a running back for the University of Michigan football team.
Time out real quick.
Yeah? What?
Let me just say this, because I watch Bordeaux and Edwards play. And Bordeaux, you should be ashamed of yourself. Like, no disrespect to Bordeaux at all, but you should be ashamed of yourself, Bordeaux. He got his ass whooped every game that he played versus
by an NFL player.
No, he no, he's a college football player.
No, Bordeaux is the content creator.
Yeah, he's a content creator.
Donovan Edwards. Okay, so Bordeaux lost? Is that what happened?
Bordeaux lost, yeah, every game.
Oh, damn.
And that's what I'm saying. He's the gamer. Bro is the football player. Like, why are you losing every game to him?
There it is. Maybe that was part of the...
Goddamn.
You did the pop off. Maybe that's part of the Wait, was Bordeaux playing with the Longhorns? Please tell me Bordeaux was not playing with the Longhorns and
He
losing.
was, and he got stomped.
Ah,
And then he was Penn State and got stomped. It was.
I mean, if you're losing with Texas,
it was ugly, bro.
god damn.
But this game looks so fire. This game looks so goddamn fire. I can't wait to play it.
The graphics look nice.
The graphics look insane. The traditions that they do for each school are very authentic.
Mhm.
The degeneration system of like your player is really dope. I think it's pretty cool when
Explain
you
this
get hit in,
degeneration system.
so like so what I mean by that, I might have said it incorrectly, but what I mean by that is like, let's say you're a quarterback and you drop back for a pass and you get sacked. You get sacked right here.
Yeah.
Right on your throwing arm. You're not going to be throwing the ball as good for the rest of the game. Or if you get hit in the other shoulder, or if you get blasted in the knee, you're not going to be running the same way all game.
Oh, that is nice.
So like, so like, if just the previous play, you Jadavian Clowney'd that motherfucking running back, he's gonna be a little bit more nervous the next time he gets the ball. Like that kind of stuff being added to the game to me is like, that's top level reality right there.
Let me be a prick for 2 seconds. For 2 seconds, Ham.
FIFA has had me on this. I'm too happy.
No, I'm just saying FIFA has had this for years now. Like during the game, if you like injure or if a player twists his ankle or whatever, it affects all of his stats for the remainder of that game or the season even. So
yeah, but this is different because this is in game while it's happening. So it's like, if this guy gets hit into the ribs, he might be more prone to fumble. He may still run the same and have the same speed, but he may be more prone to fumble because that's where he's holding the ball.
Yeah, gotcha. It's a nice addition.
It's
nice. On FIFA,
it's very much like what you're talking about.
Accurate and stuff.
It's very much what you're talking about with FIFA, except more specific, more ongoing into the situation, more situational. Right? You see how it showed the arm hurt, the leg hurt, the shoulder?
Yeah,
that's ongoing during the game. So it's like, and it could carry on into the next few games, possibly. Kind of like a FIFA did.
Yeah.
But usually FIFA would diagnose like, oh, this dude's hurt, so he can't play today, but then the next few games he would be like tampered down. In this, it's like he's tampered down in real time, but he's still able to play.
So you could realistically get like the top prospect quarterback and then lose him for the rest of the year. And when he comes back the next year, he still won't be 100% because there's still like some wear and tear on his right shoulder. Or he could have that for the rest of his career at the college level.
Interesting. I haven't noticed or even seen anybody talk about like a career injury, because that would be pretty interesting to have somebody be like a Michael Penix, right? Because he played at Iowa before he ended up transferring to Washington, right? He was more of a running quarterback at not Iowa, Indiana. He was more of a running quarterback at Indiana until he got hurt. Once he got hurt, he started to learn how to sling that how to sling that ball a lot better. And now he's a throwing quarterback that can hurt you with his legs instead of being a running quarterback that throws it sometimes, right?
Yeah. So imagine if Cam got injured at the college level before
I'm
he got
very
injured
interested
as
in
a
what you just
professional.
brought up, as I wonder if there's going to be an injury that makes you have to change who a player is. And maybe that
That would be,
doesn't work for your program anymore, and he leaves and goes to another school.
and he's still great
Or
that
maybe he
side
comes
because
to
he
your
fits that
school,
system.
or maybe he comes to your school because he's not a running quarterback anymore, but he throws dots.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. He
So
doesn't
that's
he doesn't
interesting.
work for Alabama, for example, but he might work for Michigan. Are these in Madden now? Well, we don't know.
Is
They
what
haven't
in Madden
confirmed
now?
anything. This degradation, player degradation.
I think it's gonna be like possibly in the next Madden now, but I know that they're more ambitious with the college football games because there's not as many rules that the NCAA puts forth against EA versus what the NFL, where they're like, don't do that, do this.
Yeah, there's a
Right?
lot more money as well.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's gonna I feel like NCAA football's always kind of been the test game for Madden, just to see if people love it, and then if they love it enough, they'll bring it over. So that's the way you should still look at this game. I don't think it's any different than back in the early 2000s, or hell, even
Let's
the
hope.
even the late 90s, if you want to go back that far.
Let us hope that's what they're doing. That's their philosophy. Gogo Paul has a good question here. It says, can you export your players to Madden or a draft?
Yes,
This would make
you can
it.
export your Road to Glory player, but you cannot export rosters. Like if you have a person that is in their senior year at, let's say, Florida State University, and they're a real player, you have to wait until the roster update for Madden actually comes out. You won't be able to export that specific version that you went through on College Football 25. It sucks, yes, but like there's like some sort of like
Okay, hold up.
negotiation issue.
Hold up. I have a
Okay.
question. Because I didn't really understand your explanation. And I know you watched this video like 10 times. Are you saying I can play the 4 years in college, right? At Texas, for example,
Yeah, your
as
home
the
state, yeah.
quarterback. And then if I
Hometown
buy
hero.
Madden 25, if I buy Madden 25, that history or that player, I can then select them and export them and get drafted to
Correct.
the Texans
Correct.
on Madden 25.
Correct.
Oh God.
That's not new though. So relax. That's not
I've
new.
never
They
done
had
that before though.
They had that back in the old one. They only did it for a couple of years.
What?
But now that college football is back, and the thing is like I believe back in the day you used to be able to transport your rosters as well, possibly. But I think now you can't do the whole roster thing. But if you have a Road to Glory specific player, so if you made Loke, in College Football 25, in Madden Football 25, you'll once you graduate or once you declare for the draft or decide to leave that school, you can pick up your player in Madden 25
and my stats
and get
from
and
college
if you're
will
good, you'll
reflect.
get drafted high. If you were mid, you'll get drafted mid, and if you're awful, you might be Mr. Irrelevant or be a free agent.
Oh fuck! Who wants to game share with me, Madden? Or who wants to give me college football? Because I don't have the budget, and the wife's gonna tell me to fuck off when I tell her I want to buy Madden. Come on, guys, help an African brother out. Right?
The one thing that I would tell you to do, and the one thing that I'm going to do in particular, and this is me trying to take advantage the most that I possibly can, is I bought this game, College Football 25, but guess what always comes in the Game Pass during the Super Bowl?
Game Pass. Sorry, NFL.
Remember, Madden hit the next year. Madden always hits, usually around Super Bowl time.
Ham.
So
Ham.
I'm gonna be grinding the shit out of college football 25 pretty much until Madden comes out, and I'm gonna make sure my player is ready when Madden comes to Game Pass, and bam,
Ham.
Ham Solo's drafted.
This whole thing that you're telling me about being able to graduate and get drafted, I'm thinking, fuck it. I know it's coming to Game Pass, but I don't want to wait.
Yeah, but you're gonna want to play one game before you
Yeah.
get the other. So it's just like either wait and hear me out. If you don't want to wait all the way up until Game Pass, at least wait until the holiday season. Because usually they drop
the
their prices
prices.
pretty good down for the holiday season, and you can get it for like $40
All right.
instead of
All right, I
70.
think I'll
You
do
know what
that.
I'm saying? Because you're still
Yeah.
gonna want, like I said, you're not gonna want both of them at the same time. You can't play both of them at the same time. I mean, you could, but you wouldn't be able to use your Road to Glory person.
No, because when's this
Right
coming
away.
out? When is this is coming out next week, right?
This college football 25 comes out next week, and then Madden, I believe, comes out sometime, I believe, in August or September, when it usually comes out. So
Yeah. So what I'm thinking is like, because the campaign is usually very short, right? And I'm gonna play all 4 years of college, right? I'm thinking, okay, when is Madden coming out? I need specifics so I can make a plan.
just look it up
so I
real
can
quick.
make
I'm sure it's like
a
sometime
pitch.
in August.
Madden 25 release date. August 16th.
There you go.
These
A month later.
bastards. These bastards. It's exactly what I need, Ham. That's why I need to buy it now. Because I want to
You
play
can.
the college career and then right after jump straight into Madden. Like, I don't even care. God damn it. I have so many
I'm gonna
things
take
to
my
play.
time, and I'm gonna make a couple different players. I'm gonna want a quarterback, I want a running back, and then possibly a wide receiver. So I want a few different players at different positions. So when I go over to Madden and I figure out which position I like to play the most, that's the person I'm choosing.
I'm thinking I'm gonna do a quarterback and a left tackle.
I might do a linebacker.
Yeah.
Be a just absolute demon.
I got them both together, but just get NCAA. Pixel, can we game share? Let's talk, man. Let's talk in the DMs, bro. I can be your Mozambican prince. All right, we can figure something out. Just sell some of your PlayStation.
Goodness.
Yo. Pause. All right, let's not throw the baby out with the bathwater. All right, relax. If you're great, you go to the Packers. If you're awful, you go to the Bears.
I'd rather go to the Bears.
Yeah. I want to go to the Ravens.
I just would rather live in Chicago instead of fucking Green Bay.
But if I'm not mistaken, you actually get to choose who you get drafted to. Yes. I remember.
Yeah, kind of. Sorta.
The last career. Yeah, the last career that I played on Madden, I think it was 2020. I went through it, and I was one of like the high picks. Obviously, I didn't win the college championship. Shit is hard, but I still played very well in college. I think I won like 1 or 2 balls, and I could pick whoever I wanted, and who I picked is who picked me. So I think it's a bit different. Like you don't get the choice taken away from you. What would you prefer, Ham? Like a proper representation of the draft, or just pick whoever you want and that's who's going to draft you?
Personally, I like the representation.
What do you mean representation?
I like the presentation of the draft itself.
Yeah.
If that's what you're asking, that versus just picking. Like I'd
No,
rather.
they still do the presentation. If I'm not mistaken, you still do the whole get wearing a suit and going on stage and getting drafted. You still do that, but
Sure.
the team that but instead of you being picked because of your perceived value and whoever's the number one draft team, right? That's not how they pick you. You pick, like, you can be a super high pick, and if you say that you want to play for the Kansas City Chiefs, that's who drafts you. Do you know what I mean? So that's the preference that I was curious about. Me personally, I'd rather be able to pick because it's a video game at the end of the day. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Sure.
So which one would you prefer? Like the situation where if you play super well, then get ready to get drafted by a horrible team like NBA 2K does, or the Madden style of even if you're excellent, you can still get drafted by the Chiefs.
I'd rather have it be more realistic, and I just go wherever I get called
God
to go.
damn it.
Personally, that's what I
No.
would like. Because
I'm going to play for the Raiders.
Because my thing is if I earn my keep, then I'll
Yeah.
eventually get to choose where I go or whatnot. And I don't know. Especially if I'm playing as like especially like I'm a superstar and I'm playing with like the Browns. I want to give them a championship because they never have one. They never get one. So like it just makes me more interested, I guess, when I get picked up by a shit team. When I get picked up by a team that's already crazy good, like I get picked up by let's say Buffalo or
the Raiders.
or no. Raiders to me is a good pick because I can
They're
bring
pretty
them
bad.
out
They
of
are
the
pretty
grave.
bad.
Yeah.
Yo,
But
every time I get drafted by the Raiders, I struggle just to make the playoffs. It is rough.
you need to get
But
good.
go ahead. I'm pretty good. I am pretty good,
you need to
Ham.
get better.
But the players are always dropping the ball,
or
I give them a nice route, but then they run backwards. The running back is not great. You know what? Just leave. Let's leave the Raiders alone. Go ahead. Tell us why you'd rather just get drafted. It's whose fault?
I said it's always someone else's fault. But anyways, yeah. I personally would like to get drafted by like the Texans or I don't know, but like if I got drafted by Miami and whatnot, it's just like we're already so good. Like my expectations are already set to be good enough to probably get to the playoffs, and then that's when I need to like really try hard. But I feel like having to try hard all the time is more interesting. So having a team like the Colts or something like that where it's like, oh boy, like every game's going to be a test. That's more interesting to me.
Yeah.
I like to go to the Jags. Every game's a test, even the shitty teams, like that's
you don't go play for the Tennessee Titans and just give it to what's his face, the running back. I'm forgetting his name.
He's not there no more.
Did he go to Dallas? Did he go to Dallas?
I think Derrick Henry. I'm not sure if it's true or not, but I thought he went to I thought he retired from the Titans, so then he could go to the Ravens.
Hold on, let's see.
I'm pretty sure Derrick Henry plays for the Ravens.
Yep. He plays for the Ravens right now.
There you go.
All right. Have anything else you want to add on this banger of a game incoming?
No, I don't have a whole lot more to say about it. I'm just really excited to play the Road to Glory, then also to play the Dynasty mode and see what that's all about. There's a lot of reasons to be excited for this game, and I mean, I can just sit here and keep talking about it, but y'all know what it is. Let's go ahead and move on.
What do you mean, unfortunately? The only reason the Ravens didn't beat the Chiefs last year is because they started throwing the ball. If they had kept on running, they would have been fine. So this is actually a good thing. If Lamar can chill and stop trying to be something that he isn't, and they just keep running, next time they run into the Chiefs on the playoffs, they'll be fine, in my opinion. Anyways, that was college football. Now let's get into some messy stuff.
Great.
Let's get into some messy stuff. There's a tweet that was put out by a friend of the show, J-Dub.
Oh, yeah.
He said Xbox diehard line holder says Starfield and Indiana Jones are coming to PS5 and will be ready for a PS5 Pro. He has sources that would know. What are your thoughts? Hashtag Xbox, Starfield, PlayStation 5. Right, let's listen to this.
Morning, Twitterverse. Seems like these rumors are true. Reached out this morning to a couple of people who are in the know. It seems like these rumors are true. It does seem like Starfield is going to PlayStation. It does seem like there's conversations about Indiana Jones. This seems like it's true. The people I'm talking to would know. And yeah, I initially woke up this morning and was like, dude, everyone calm down. This is a rumor, but it's I think this is true, guys. So it means a lot of things, right? And there's a lot of aspects. I'm still processing this. Yeah, the best way for them to go about doing this, if they're going to do this, would have been to have had a Pro or, their Xbox Series XX or whatever the hell they're going to call it, and release a more powerful piece of hardware to say, hey, yeah, you can play these games over here, but this is the most powerful place to play them. Conversely, if PlayStation launches a Pro and they're dropping their exclusives over on PlayStation, there's no reason to have an Xbox. That's a bit of pill to swallow. So as I said, I'm still processing this. I'm on my first morning coffee. But if this is true, I think it's a massive misstep. I think as a fan and a supporter of the brand for 20 years, I put hundreds of thousands of dollars into this brand over time. It does feel like a bit of a betrayal. It really does. But I also know that we're going to get some clarity on what's going on soon. That I know for a fact. So I guess for me, I'm not going to freak out about anything. It's good to speculate, have the conversations. But just hold the line, man. Hold that line until we know what's going on. Don't lose your shit over, it's not a rumor. It is a rumor, but I'm pretty sure it's a true rumor. But we don't know all the facets, all the ins and outs. And until we do know that, there's no point losing your shit yet. So everyone just chill fuck out. Wait and see what the leadership has to say. And then we'll go from there. Hey, at the end of the day, man, it's video games. This ain't your life. All right? Everyone chill out.
This video is all over the place. It's all over the place. Ham, go ahead.
I thought it was funny because this video, I remember watching it back in February. And this isn't new or any news in particular to like this person saying what he said. So like I find it weird that we're here in July and not only did J-Dub tweet this, go look at your DMs, look at the last thing I sent you.
Hold on. Oh God. All right. Let me put it up on the screen. God damn it. This is tragic. This is sad.
It's the world we live in today.
At Next Gen Players said Starfield and Indiana Jones will be announced for PS5 imminently. It's claimed. And then there's a link here from Fandom Wire. Let's go to the link, guys.
Make sure you share that page because it's not gonna.
Yeah. I'm definitely gonna show the link. I know. I wanna be impartial. So this is Fandom Wire. Some serious meltdowns incoming. Starfield Indiana Jones reportedly to be announced for PS5 imminently, and it's already causing grief.
Just take a little scroll.
Okay. There's a new hot rumor going around that has gotten fans talking, and it's about Starfield Indiana Jones potentially getting announced for the PS5. Nothing is set in stone, but it's causing quite a stir amongst the console fanboys. For a while, it seemed like Xbox players would be the only ones getting their hands on these titles, so this news might be disappointing to their fans. The game was a big deal when it was announced as an Xbox exclusive, skipping PlayStation consoles altogether. Microsoft, which owns Bethesda, made it clear that it was banking on this game to draw players to their console and Game Pass as well. Indiana Jones, being developed by Machine Games, who is under Bethesda's umbrella, was also assumed to be an exclusive. The idea that these games might jump to the PlayStation makes some sense given the publisher's flexible exclusive strategy. Fans have been pretty vocal about their feelings over on Twitter. You misspelt Twitter. You'll find a bunch of fans expressing their frustration. Xbox fans in particular are feeling a bit betrayed. They bought into the idea that these games were exclusives, and now the possibility of them going multi-platform is not sitting well. Some are even saying they'd feel cheated if these games ended up on PlayStation. So I'm guessing it's about that video we just saw. The possible shift to PlayStation isn't just about hurt feelings, though. Some fans are worried about what this might mean for the quality of the games. This has sparked a lot of debates. On one side, people are saying that the games could lose their edge. On the other, some are suggesting that more players being able to access the games can only be a good thing. A lot of the complaints boil down to the idea of console wars. Xbox and PlayStation have a long history of competing for the best exclusives. Players often see these games as a reason to choose one console over the other. Ham, go ahead.
Keep on scrolling, bud. Just keep scrolling.
Oh, there's more. Okay, Xbox fans aren't holding back regarding the rumors. If Starfield and Indiana Jones go to PlayStation, it could be change of all the fanboy debates. Some players are worried that the publisher might lose its competitive edge. They're afraid that without these big exclusives, there won't be as much of a reason to stick with that platform holder. Meanwhile, PlayStation fans are pretty excited about the possibility. They've been eager to get their hands on these games since they were announced. Still, there's a sense of cautious optimism since it's all just rumors at this point. Nobody wants to get their hopes up too high. Companies are constantly making moves. All right.
Go
back to the comments? Oh my God, this guy. All right, so this guy said, I tell you what, Xbox, if Starfield goes to the PlayStation, I won't spend my money on Series S or X. I won't buy it. You better not, homeboy.
Scroll just one more up. There you go. Are you not able to click on that? Here, let me share my screen because it looks different on mine.
All right, go ahead. All right, so I just clicked on it and it opened.
So there you go. That's what it looks like on mine.
All right.
So yeah, the reason that this article's funny is that this article came out from the reference of the video that we just watched of Brisket. And it shows this tweet right here as like a reference point. And I just think that's mad wild or funny, at least. Because as I said before, and Matt actually said this just a little bit ago, he says, wait, I thought Starfield was imminently coming to PS5 months ago. Exactly. This video was from back in February. And here's something that I want to share. Fuck out of here. What is this shit?
Ads.
Here's the next video that I wanted to share. So this is Risk It saying, so J-Dub, the person that, tagged him in it, and then an article came out about it, said, or J-Douche or J-Dick, whatever, or whichever you prefer, pulled a video from back in February and is claiming I said it this Friday. And here's the video.
I try to crawl out of the mud. And every time you try to crawl out of the mud, they pull me back in. Every time.
Like the meme.
J-Dub is upset. This is what happened. I had some time on my hands. I was chilling in front of my computer. I put a few logos on a piece of paper. Made a little graphic displaying what's coming for Xbox. I mean, I did another graphic, which is basically just an empty frame that showed you what's coming to PlayStation. I think J-Dub got
Oh
up.
my god.
And so he pulled a video from months ago saying Starfield and Indie's coming to PlayStation. Bruh, so what? You need games. You need them. Xbox is doing you a favor. You should be grateful. You should be down on your knees begging Xbox for ports. Because you ain't got nothing else. You need third-party support. Xbox doesn't need third-party support. We don't need Lego Horizon on Xbox. Nintendo's got, they can keep it. We don't need it. You need it.
Sup, Retro?
Hey, man.
Your thoughts, Loke?
All right, so first off, he enjoyed the truth, right? He gave us the truth, and then he sprinkled in a couple of lies there. Xbox doesn't need third-party support because they bought all of it.
Well, that's true. Yeah,
that's the first point.
they couldn't get in the club, so
Second.
they bought it. They bought the bar.
They bought the building. All right. Also, yeah, if you're a PlayStation person and you really wanted to play Starfield, you should be thanking Phil Spencer if this thing happens or when it happens or whatever. This is not a big dub. This is a big thank you. That's how I see it. But the point still remains, Ham. This is just going to reinforce to whoever is either on PlayStation, Nintendo, or neutral but isn't sure what to do, that buying an Xbox is not the way to go. The way to go, because the decision always comes down to how much money do you have in your pocket, and most people do not have the money to go out and buy 2, 3, 4 consoles. Most people only have the money to buy one console, and the best financial decision to make is to buy the console that has everything. And if this happens, it's just reinforcing to whoever is out there thinking about either switching or buying one of these consoles, that if you want everything, go and buy a PlayStation. You won't get everything from Xbox day one, but you will get everything eventually. But if you go to Xbox, you'll get only Xbox. If you go to PlayStation, you get PlayStation and Xbox. If you go to Nintendo, you get a lot of Nintendo and then just a little bit of PlayStation, a little bit of Xbox. That's pretty much what's being communicated from my point of view. That's all I had to say.
Okay.
Retro just lost some brain cells.
I don't know. I guess I kind of look at it differently because
Mm-hmm.
I look at it. I look at it for value,
Yes.
and like as for me, PlayStation is too a la carte when it comes to value. As to where Xbox
What are we talking
is,
about?
I said PlayStation is too a la carte for me
For value.
as a
Okay.
consumer that's looking to purchase something. So the way so like if I were to like if somebody were to ask me, hey, which console should I get? My question to them is,
Your
hey,
camera froze, brother.
okay, I don't know. I don't know. It's probably
Alright.
plugged into the wrong
Alright, just keep
USB.
going.
It's probably plugged into the
Alright,
wrong
just keep
USB port. But because I had to I'd unhooked all my computer and everything, and probably didn't put everything back in the exact spot it was before. But I had to clean my PC. So it is for a good reason. I don't give a damn. But
Mm-hmm.
so I'll fix it later after the show. This is the first time I had my camera up in like a month. But like, yeah, I guess more or less like if a person's looking to purchase a console, I'm wondering what they're purchasing it for, right? So if you're purchasing it because you like PlayStation's first party content, well then I'm not probably going to convince you to get an Xbox, right? And if you are in the same thing for Xbox, if you like, certain games like Gears or whatnot, or even if you like, let's say, like Starfield and stuff like that, I'd probably tell somebody, hey, you probably want it because they're probably going to play more of that game than they're going to be jumping around to every single random game that comes out, right? They're probably going to play more of that developer's game or something like that. But if somebody's asking me, hey, like, I don't care about price, I just want to be able to play as much as possible, then I'd say, there's a possibility the PlayStation might be something that you're looking for because they seem to have everything and then possibly some Xbox games, because it's not a definite that you're getting everything from Xbox, right? None of that's a definite. It's just a possibility. The probability of an Xbox game coming to PlayStation is more probable than a PlayStation game coming to Xbox, right? The probability I see is there
because it's happened before.
As for security and for like, I guess more or less not security, but in my opinion, just value proposition. If I don't want to sit there and purchase every single game that comes out that's from Xbox, but I want the option to be able to play them, to me, it's just like an easy, just go buy an Xbox kind of thing. Because I'm not going to tell somebody, hey, everything for Xbox is coming to PlayStation, and then it doesn't happen. And then
That's a bit wild. That is wild to say that.
To say what?
Say that everything on Xbox is going to PlayStation. That is,
well, that's what a lot of people are thinking. Because you just got done kind of saying yourself that PlayStation's going to get everything, but we already know that that's probably not true.
But Ham, so
if you're getting a PlayStation in anticipation for the next Forza or for every single, but if you're getting a PlayStation because you think every Bethesda game is going to come there, you might get disappointed at some point. That possibility lies there. What's up?
Do you know why New York is the most visited city on the planet? It's not because it's the greatest city on the planet. It's because they market it as the greatest city on the planet. And they're better at it than everyone else. And they've been better at it for years now. When I say that people see that PlayStation is going to get everything, or PlayStation has everything, I'm not saying it's true. But perception makes reality. And I'm speaking for myself here, right? And I want to make 2 points here. I'm speaking for myself and for the people that I've seen in my region. We are not as invested. Like the majority of people that do game are not as invested on, oh fuck, I have 50 games on Xbox. I have 100 games on Xbox. I can't leave Xbox. Like I told you, one of my brothers, two of my brothers who were on PlayStation, I introduced them. I just showed them what Game Pass was. And then as soon as the next generation showed up, boom, they now have Xboxes. Because the value proposition of Game Pass for them, for their reality, is way above, oh, I've invested this into PlayStation, so now I can't leave. So I can't speak to whatever mentality or commitment levels are with you or whatever you think your region is, but I'm
Sure.
speaking about me and the people in my region that I've seen. Because for us, video games is not the end of the world. For us, literally, video games is just, I just want to play this game, and then if there's another game, I'm going to just uninstall this and move on. It's not a part of our personality. We don't take it that seriously. It's just an escape from a very, very rough day, week, year, life. Okay? So the idea of leaving a console because you see less value in it is not far-fetched. For me and for the people around me. Dude, you saw me, dude. You've been with me on this journey with PC. I've got my collection on PlayStation. I've got my collection on Xbox. When the light bulb finally went up in my mind, I just abandoned both of them, bought myself a gaming PC. I'm building my Steam library, and I'm only going to buy games on those consoles that are strictly unavailable on PC. That's just it. So the investment is not really like, it's not that crazy for me. It's not that serious. Looks like Ham just dropped out here for a bit. I think he's trying to fix his camera. Xbox will have some PlayStation games before 2026. Not a bad take. Kid's first console is dad and mom handed down old smartphone. Yes, that's where it's going. That's why Xbox is going with the Amazon Fire Stick thing. That is going to invade the mind of many kids. That's going to be their first experience, which is the Xbox logo and then Game Pass. That's the first thing that's going to take care of people's of kids' minds. It's going to be their first exposure of video games. So it's a good pivot. Ponies always assume Xbox fans give a shit about the precious movie games. Nobody gives a shit. That's not what the sales say. That is not what the sales say. It's not the media telling you that. It's Microsoft. Only a matter of time. Xbox news sales pitch. Yeah, these games are everywhere, but only on the Xbox console can console owners get them in Game Pass. Well, not just the console. Now it's PC Game Pass and the Amazon Fire Stick. So it is what it is. Shamzel Jeffrey, welcome in. Welcome in. Retro. Come on, Retro. Gears of War is, what is 20, almost 20 years old? Come on, dude. Just get a 360. Get an Xbox One, dude. They're cheap as dirt. Get an Xbox One, play all three, move on. Come on, brother. but Africa is a small percentage of the market. Anyway, for consoles, most of the money is made in the US. No, most of the tracked money is made in the US. No one is tracking the sales in Africa because we're not buying from stores, because no one's taking the time to come and open up stores and then sell. So what happens is we either have to go and buy in South Africa or we have to buy from hawkers. So I would beg to differ on this one. It's the percentage of tracked money. There's money here, dog. I would worry about Sony having games for you and your family. Oh my God, look, I had more faith in you. You really are sad. What am I sad for? What did I say? Go Paul. What am I sad? What am I sad for? Why will you buy a PlayStation if you want to play Xbox games and pay $70 for the game after 1 or 2 years? Sunrash, think about it this way. The reason why you'd want to buy a PlayStation is
Oh my God! What did I come back to?
Sunrash is asking, because remember what I said about the whole like what's more affordable for people on average, right? Buying a $500 console or whatever. What you want is to get a console that has obviously great games, but that has the most great games. So what you're saying here makes sense, but the perception of putting Hi-Fi Rush on PlayStation, the perception of potentially putting Gears of War, Halo, Indiana Jones, Starfield, Hellblade. I'm not saying that's what's happening. I'm saying that when you do stuff like that, when you move like that, people infer, people believe more in what you do than what you say. And if what you're doing is putting all these games on the other platform, people are going to take that and infer your future actions. And they're going to say, okay, do I want to buy an Xbox and not be able to play all of these PlayStation exclusives, whether it's day one or 5 years later? Or do I want to buy a PlayStation and play all the PlayStation games and later on play the Xbox games? I'm not saying it makes complete sense.
It doesn't.
To do it, because as we know, not all the games are going, as Phil Spencer said, but most normies are not watching Phil Spencer or Sarah Bond make that speech about, oh, it's going to be on a game-to-game basis. Most
Exactly.
normies,
And to me, and to your point, to that, a lot of people that aren't as invested don't even know that a Hi-Fi Rush was an Xbox game.
That's a good point.
So to them, it's just like
game.
At the end of the day, it's still, what's best for me and what do I want to play right now. They're not. I don't feel like people are looking in the future and saying, "Oh yeah, that next title from Activision Blizzard that's a new IP is coming to place." Like I don't think people are looking that far into it. They're looking at, oh shit. I feel like people are more sold on what's being shown today than they care about the future, because by the time they're talking about the future, they already made their decision on which direction that they're going. So it's just like, I feel like when you see like a Gears come out, people buy an Xbox, right? I don't think they're thinking about, oh man, in about 3 years it's coming to place. Like, I don't think so. I think people are just living in the now, and they're like, oh crap, that's coming to Xbox in a couple months or something like that. And they get up on their feet and they go out and get an Xbox to be able to play that game, then realize what other things are available to them. And then, at that point, they make their decision on possibly the next generation. Right? Because now they got here to play Gears today. And but let's say they start to see, 6 months to a year later, Gears came out for a PlayStation. Well, it's too late. They already got an Xbox. They're not going to then be like, oh, well, now I'm going to go turn in my Xbox and go get a PlayStation now, because I just don't see that happening. Especially for most budget people that are looking for the cheapest way to have access to being able to play a game. So they'll go get something as cheap, but they still want the hardware. So they'll maybe go get like a Series S or something like that, right? And if they're feeling really good, maybe they'll get a Series X or something like that. They have all those games to play. I don't really think that they're thinking about, oh, darn, like, I don't know, like Black Myth is going over to PlayStation first. It's not coming next. I don't think they're thinking of that, because that's not why they bought the system that day, that first day. As big of a game as Black Myth Wukong is starting to become, because let's be honest, that game is very anticipated.
Yes,
but
it
when
is.
somebody goes and they're like, hey, I want that game right there, and they're not thinking about what they're not getting. They're just thinking about what they're gonna get. I don't think that somebody's buying a PlayStation 5 and saying, I'm gonna get Hellblade if it comes over. You know what I'm saying? I just don't see that.
No. 2 points. Oh fuck! I think I lost my train of thought. Okay, let me respond to Gogo, and then I might remember. Oh, okay, I just remembered. The transition happens at the end of the generation. Like what happened to my brothers and to the people that I broke down Game Pass to? Actually all of them remained on their PlayStations, and then as soon as the next gen came out, got a Series X or a Series S. That's
exactly.
What
so I don't think it's like a today. The purchase today then makes you do research. I feel like a lot of people don't really do research until they're already indebted to the game. You see what I'm saying? You think you know everything about being a gangster in Chicago, and then once you become a gangster, you realize what you are actually, who you actually are. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes you don't realize your role in something until you're already in that role, because I don't know, like I'm sure you've done it. I know I've done it. You perceive something to be some sort of way. You've even sat back all day and watched somebody do that work. But then once you get into what you thought was your dream, you're like, this ain't it.
That's not what I want to do. Yeah. Same thing with consoles. When I show people this is Game Pass, and like when you say it out, they're like, okay, whatever. Now I know what Game Pass is. No. Come here. Sit down, connect the internet, download a random ass game on this list of 100 plus, play it, uninstall it, do it again and again and again, and now know that every 2 weeks Xbox is dropping 5 to 10 games for you to do exactly what you just did with those 100 plus. Now you know Game Pass. What's your decision? You know? So
right.
There's definitely something
trial
to be
and
said
error,
about that.
Right? It's about trial and error, not looking. I mean, anybody could look from the stadium sitting in row B in row 16, seat 24 in aisle B, and say, I would have took that football to the house. He missed that juke right there. I would have got him.
Yeah, sure.
That quarterback, he didn't know what he was looking at. I seen the dude wide open right here. I would have dotted that shit. Like we all say that, and then when you go under center and pull that pigskin and
you got 4 seconds
back, and you got about 6 defenders running straight at you, you're like, oh, I'm thinking a little differently now.
And you got 4 seconds to make a decision. Let's see.
You're not sitting in your cozy ass seat with a hot dog and a drink. Like you ain't doing
that. That's not what's happening. Gogo, I will not sell you on a PS5 because I'm now on the PC side of things. I can only sell you on PC. That's all I can do. I can only be 100% with what's in my heart and what's in my mind, and I'm not going to sell you on a PS5 or an Xbox. Now, if Xbox does the rumor, right? The rumor says that they want to merge Xbox plus PC on this handheld with Steam and GOG and whatever. They might be cooking, but until then, it's all PC for me. What great games! Oh my god, this guy's still going. Hamothy, do you have anything else to add on this subject before we move on?
No, it just
All right.
we'll see. Time will tell. Time is the only truth that we got that we all got. I mean, we can go through these rumors and speculations. We clearly have been since damn near February now, right? But it all doesn't matter. We've learned some things are true, and we've learned some things are complete BS, and we learned some things haven't been the story hasn't completely been told for some of them. So, I mean, to be honest, what Riskett said is kind of true. Like, just sit back and relax. Like, it ain't that serious.
And also, if everyone wants to make a prediction, well, I'm gonna say something that's gonna hurt everyone's butt. All of PlayStation games are going to Xbox. All of Xbox's games are going to PlayStation at some point. One of these two is going to fold, whether it's the year 2622 or the year 2060.
Yep. So somebody's got to go. Somebody's got to go at some point, right? There might be a new
lasts
contender.
forever.
There might be a new contender, but somebody's got to go. I mean, you look at GM today and look at them 20 years ago. They lost a ton of their companies trying to compete versus overseas vehicles and stuff like that from America. So it's just like in certain companies get bought out by others, and you're just it just kind of is what it is. Or you team up with somebody. Like, I remember seeing cars way back in the day. Like, I'd see a Mitsubishi, and I'm like, man, that looks exactly like this fucking Dodge. And then you go to find out 10 years later that they had a deal. you know what I'm saying? So it's
and
just
now there's actually just 3 or 4 car manufacturers on the planet. They own all of the labels. So
exactly, a lot of these people arguing, a lot of these people saying my car faster than your car, not knowing that the person that writes up and does all the shit working hand in hand with your op. You know what I'm saying?
Pretty much. Dude, like even if you keep it gaming,
how many times have we said how many times have we done this whole Xbox versus PlayStation thing just to find out at CES that they got a project together that they're working on,
or that they have meetings together? We need to get over it. Also, Ham, even if we just keep it gaming, Sonic is now on Nintendo. Who would have thought that would ever happen? Just let it go, guys. It is what it is.
Somebody will become Sega, and really, no. Somebody will become Sega, but the thing is it's very well possible that both of them might become Sega.
Yeah,
it is very well possible because the less we need, especially now that physical games are pretty much dead. Like they're hanging on by a thread. Mm-hmm. It's just like this box is getting more meaningless every generation. The further we get in technology, the less we have need for clutter. And that's what these consoles are like. Unfortunately, I love my clutter. I love it. But the future doesn't.
The future does not. There's an
The future
emulator,
said,
Ham,
how can we
that
make
has all of those
everything in your house
concepts.
wireless?
Yes. How can we put it all in one device? All those games, all those consoles you have, Ham, there's an emulator that has all of that. One emulator. People are now centralizing not just devices. People are now centralizing freaking apps. It's like, no, we don't even want you to have 5 apps for different retro consoles. Here's one app that has all of the retro consoles.
Yeah, it's
Okay,
like
sure.
it's like those apps. It's like the apps that do all the consolidating of your bills all in one spot, so you don't have to go to Wells Fargo, or I gotta go pay the car note over here, or I gotta look at. Nope, you can pull up an app on your phone, and it just has all of your bills in one spot, and you're just like, I don't want Netflix anymore. I don't want HBO anymore. I don't want Peacock anymore.
Boom.
I'll keep Paramount, but I don't want this. Oh, this bill right here is looking a little wild. I need to get that taken care of. This bill right here is good for another. You know what I'm saying? Like everything ends up being in one spot instead of you having, a favorites bar with 50 different places that you need to click on to do stuff. You know what I mean?
Man. Rachie brings up a good point, says, why is the iPhone selling more than ever? Is perception of the product. Yeah. I think the perception has always been console is more convenient, but console has been becoming more and more cumbersome and less advantageous. Used to be you could buy a console for $300 and you would get similar performance from PC gaming. Now the consoles are getting comparable to PC with less freedom. So what are we doing? And then when someone breaks it down about actual ownership, and then I don't know about you guys, but I count my pennies. All right. So when it finally dawned on me that real ownership, the place where I can buy Metal Gear once and I own it forever, is PC. That was a decision right there and then. All these consoles, as far as I'm concerned, is temporary access. It's temporary access. Forza Horizon 4 is gone just now. It's gonna be gone just now. Anyways, Nintendo Switch drops the hardest as all consoles decline by double digits compared to 2023. Foreshadowing, anyone? As rumors of a Switch successor and mid-generation hardware refreshes for the PS5 and Xbox Series X and S continue, spending for all 3 consoles have dropped by double digits compared to 2023. In Circana's May 2024 US video game market highlights. So I'm gonna stop there for 5 seconds, the reason why this to me matters more is because the US as a consumer market is gigantic compared to the UK. I've always made fun of people that look at the UK boxed sale charts as like, dude, what are you talking about? It's physical, which everyone knows is like 5% of the market, and then it's just one country, which is not even the biggest country, or the second, or the third. So what are we doing? Anyways, in Circana's May 2024 US video game market highlights, the analytics company reported that video game hardware spending is down 40% compared to 2023. Microsoft, Nintendo, and Sony have all shown double-digit percentage declines, with the Nintendo Switch seeing the most significant drop. May 2024 content spending. Okay, so this is just them being specific. Ghost of Tsushima tops the charts. As for the games themselves, Circana reports that the best-selling games in terms of dollar sales for May 2024 were Ghost of Tsushima, PC, obviously. I thought people didn't buy games on PC. Anyway, Paper Mario, the Thousand Year Door remake, and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, the 2023 version, the last of which topped the charts for both PS5 and Xbox. In the case of Ghost of Tsushima, its sales performance jumped to first place from its previous placement of 71 due to a PC port being released on May 26th. Hamati, thoughts?
So I think it's pretty simple. There's been a lot of rumors, obviously, with the new Switch. So a lot of people are just like, hey, why the hell would I go spend full price for something that's going to be obsolete in like a year? And then same thing with the PS5. Y'all, like, there's been a lot of rumblings about a Pro. There hasn't been really a whole lot of great, or there's been good games that come out for it, but they haven't been like first party exclusives or anything for them to really promote, hey, buy this now because of this. And then as for Xbox, it's just like we're still I feel like a lot of people are still waiting on the Xbox cadence that's been talked about for so long. And maybe we're in that cadence already because, you know, Hellblade came out not very long ago, right? It only came out 2 months ago. So with that being said,
we forget,
but there hasn't been a lot of noise, right? So I feel like in particular, it feels like something needs like as for these first parties, there just has to be some sort of cadence to be felt in it to be consistent. Because we're like, oh, Xbox just came out with a game, that's cool, but when's the next one? You know, and we don't really know exactly.
But isn't that a reflection?
We know that there's a list of things, but we know that, right? The general population is just like, okay, they put out one game just now.
But Ham, the general population does not care about first party exclusives. The general population,
they do in a way.
I don't think they do.
They do in a way, and here's what I mean by that. When there is a cadence of I can't go anywhere without seeing something new from this product. Like if I were to watch, you know, some basic TV channel, right? And, you know, we all see those like Flex Seal commercials and stuff like that, right? Like for products to be purchased and stuff like that, right? Sometimes they'll have a few different type of commercials to show off what a product can do or the new and improved version of said product not long after it, like a re-innovated version of it. It just you got to have some sort of cadence for marketing certain things so it remains interesting. You can't market it all the way up. You can't market it all the way up until it comes out and then just kind of be quiet about it. And I think the thing with Xbox of recently is they marketed Hellblade and they even marketed it after it came out. But a lot of people are asking after the showcase, you know, you just showed me a bunch of stuff. You came out with a good game, but when's the next game coming out? And I think a lot of us that are in the know are like, okay, well, got Stalker coming out, we got Avowed coming out, but the casual folks out there need to feel it. They don't want to hear about it. So like, it's like, okay, Avowed is out. And then Indiana Jones, you're in the middle of playing Avowed and Indiana Jones comes out.
Yeah.
You're in the middle of playing Avowed, thinking about Indiana Jones, and another game then comes out. And then it's just like, all right, well, now I'm talking about this stuff, and I'm a cat, and I'm not speaking for myself right now, but I'm just saying that person's talking, and they're like, yo, I'm liking this. There seems to be a cadence that I'm starting to notice, and I'm gonna start telling other people that are more casual about it. That, hey, I'm seeing something that's really cool come out. A lot of people looking at Nintendo right now are thinking, yo, that new Metroid looks nice, but that ain't until 2025. I'll buy it when it gets closer to the time. How many times have you heard that? I'll buy it when it comes closer to the time coming out. How many times have you heard somebody say that? When are you going to get a PS5? When GTA 5, when GTA 6 comes out? When are you going to buy a PS5? Closer to the time. What the fuck am I going to do with buying it now? I'm going to be waiting. So I just think I think cadence does have something to do with the casual market, whether they like every game that comes to it or not. But just knowing that there's a constant influx of something that once you purchase it, it's going to last more than just the current experience that you're having does kind of mean a lot. And right now, I don't think any of the consoles have really, or really this year in particularly, had a first party cadence that anybody can really rely upon. We like I feel like Xbox is the most interesting this year, but all of us that are really into this shit are still like, is this the cadence or is this not? Is this game going to start the cadence or are we already in the midst of the cadence and the cadence is just really slow?
So what I disagree with you on is I think you're projecting you and me, who are always checking to see what's happening, and we have freaking Excel sheets and we know what's coming and whatever.
Sure.
The casuals that I know, they don't know what's coming unless it's like freaking obviously GTA 6 or whatever. But in terms of the ones that have the consoles, no one's complaining, whether it's on the PlayStation side or the Xbox side. Because what you're talking about, the cadence, that only matters to you and me, Ham. The casuals just want games. And what happens is there's a reason why Game Pass, they don't release games the way they used to, or they don't make announcements the way they used to. They used to put out games per month. They used to pick like 10 games, and those are the games for the month of May. Now, Game Pass has, I don't know, 8 games or 6 games that they put out for the first 2 weeks of every month, and then another 6 games for the next 2 weeks. And if you pay attention to what they do in the dashboard and even in their sales, they always keep it fresh. Same thing for PlayStation. Obviously, PS Plus is not as good as Game Pass, but they do market their games, and all those third-party deals, people aren't worried about, oh, it's been dry for PlayStation. Dude, this thing about, oh, I played a game for a week, what's coming next? Ham, that's you and me. Most people don't get through a game like Grand Blue Fantasy Relink on PlayStation in a week or even a month. Some people are still playing Grand Blue Fantasy Relink right now. And those people, they make up the majority. That's what I'm saying. I think this thing with this worry of cadence, it's for you and me. We are the ones, dude.
I don't agree.
Just even our trailers, even the trailers me and you were talking about right now. Only me, you, and the chat are aware of, like, yo, those trailers for those games were kind of cool, but that's also kind of dry. No real bangers in there. But that's for us. For the casual gamers, a lot of them will get which game? Like Deathbound, for example. A lot of them will get Deathbound and just play that for 2 months. And then between those 2 months, it's not dry. They're having a blast on their PlayStation or their Series X.
all I know is I remember back in like the original PlayStation, Saturn days, even like the Dreamcast, Xbox, PlayStation 2 days and whatnot. You wanted to get the console that was coming out with stuff.
Yes.
The Saturn had a lot less on their list than the PlayStation did. Let's just be honest with that. We know that a lot of the big hitting third party games seem to come out almost everywhere, except Switch, most of the time. And sometimes they come out on Switch, even too. But I guess what I'm just saying is, like, if something is hot and you're noticing, hey, yo, like these people are constantly giving me something, or like I have a PlayStation, or I have a Switch, or I have an Xbox, and I'm looking over at and my buddy has a Nintendo, and every time he comes over, he has a new damn game to show me, but I'm sitting here playing the same damn game, and I don't really have anything that I'm interested in. You're gonna start wondering, maybe I should try something else. Or I've been playing Bro Switch for a little bit, and now I need to just cop one myself. So I mean, and that can go for any of these consoles, right? You go over to your boy's house playing Xbox. You're used to playing PlayStation. You see a game, that just might change your perception. And you say not everybody can afford to do that, but at the same time, I think we underestimate what people are willing to spend on when they get wowed. And I feel like when somebody gets wowed, all bets are off, usually. And that's why you can't trust.
Dude, I'm sitting here talking about I'm going to buy NCAA because I got wowed.
This is, to me, and this is in my opinion, this is why you can't trust anybody that says, I'm dying by this sword for this console or for this platform or whatnot. I don't know how many people you done seen that were an Xbox fanboy that became a PlayStation fanboy, that was a PlayStation fanboy that became a Xbox fanboy or Nintendo fanboy, or you can't trust any of these people. These people will go with whoever is giving them the slice of the pie that's the tastiest.
Exactly.
That's why you just can't trust any of these people. So, like, I see this idea of, oh, well, Xbox ain't getting all the PlayStation titles. You know who else ain't? Nintendo, and they don't give a fuck.
They are kicking it.
Nintendo ain't getting, they get a sparse amount of Xbox titles, a couple PlayStation titles, and the third party, sometimes they don't even get that. They ain't had Call of Duty in I don't know how long now, right? Who the fuck is caring?
2013, I think. The last time COD was on Nintendo.
Yeah, then did Nintendo suffer? Did they die? The only way that Nintendo suffered was at their own detriment. And was to themselves. And you can argue that same thing for Xbox in certain aspects, many aspects. You can argue that same thing for PlayStation as of just recent. Sure, the money side, their sales certainly look good. But if you look around at what the way PlayStation has been moving, kind of sketchy. It doesn't scream comfort.
Sketchy.
You went from the most like the PS4 being as successful as it was to, hey, we're getting Jim Ryan now, and things start to get a little bit pricey in some directions, and you're not caring about old shit anymore, and then all of a sudden you care about old shit now. Oh, and then the guy that's named Jim Ryan is saying sayonara, and then they hired 2 people to take his job, and you're gonna tell me that looks good? No, man, that looks like you guys are trying to redo something. Not that it's a bad thing. Maybe it's a good thing, and you notice, hey, we need 2 people to do this job now to get things done quicker and more effectively. There's nothing wrong with that at all. That's probably better. I know a lot of people looked at Phil like, hey, maybe you need to do that. You know what
maybe,
I'm saying? So I'm not
yeah,
even
maybe
saying
Sarah
that,
needs to get
I'm
bumped
not
up.
even saying it as a negative thing that PlayStation is doing what they're doing. I'm just saying it's not of the norm. It's changing. It's evolving. It's spreading out. They're on PC more than ever. They're about to be on mobile more than ever. So
Are they
if you
about
just
to be on
look at it,
Xbox?
and they're supposed to be number 1, right? They're supposed to be number 1, and you're talking about burying Xbox or whatnot. You kind of got to scratch your head, and you're like, well, then why are you moving like them? So so it's just, I feel like people are way too focused on one thing instead of they're way too focused on one ingredient instead of the whole pie. They think this one ingredient is gonna just push
Console
the
sales. Is
needle.
that what you're talking about?
Whether it's console sales, whether it's another platform putting games onto another platform, anything like that. We're looking at these little minute ingredients and saying, this will get them this time. You guys are cooked. It's over for you, son. After sundown, you will cease to exist. Like it's just
Sundown.
like,
What?
you know what I'm saying? Like,
Why are we waiting for sundown?
So
I'm
just saying,
picturing cowboy hats and revolvers and shit.
exactly. I mean, that's kind of what I was kind of trying to portray. I was trying to make you feel at home. But anyways,
Good job, buddy.
but yeah, I just think there's so much more moving parts than ever before in the state of gaming that not one person can pinpoint something and say this platform is successful.
I can tell you which platform is successful right now.
What, Nintendo?
PC.
Okay, but is that
PC
really
is
a
solid
platform?
ground. PC is the S&P 500 of gaming. If you have money
But PC,
and you're
but,
not
but,
sure where to put it in PC gaming.
but
You'll be
PC
good.
is like a drag car where you have
A drag car.
Yes. Hear me out. PC is like a drag car, right? Where where there's a shell over it, and it could say Ford Taurus. But you open up the hood, ain't no Ford Taurus shit up in there.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So
you see
it's
what
a
I'm
piece.
saying? Like PC, like it's a digital platform, but it's not really. It's not like a hard like it ain't like a console by any means or any stretch. Because
All right, so
you
PC
can bring
doesn't
me
count. Don't you
your
say?
PC. You can bring me your PC from 2024 that you just bought from Best Buy yesterday, right? And I could have something from 2015 that could possibly eat your shit alive. But we're playing the same game on the same platform.
Yeah.
It's just
Fair
like,
enough. All right, fine. So if you're looking just console wise, Nintendo is solid ground.
Nintendo,'s the less shaky looking. But
it's still shaky.
But I couldn't tell you like I wouldn't go as far as saying Nintendo is perfectly fine, good, nothing to worry about. Because we said that after the Wii, and then the Wii U happened. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Xbox, you're great. You're looking good. PlayStation doesn't ever stand a chance anymore. Xbox One. You see what I'm saying?
That was a big L.
So things flip really quick, and so do the people.
All right, so okay, fine. I'll concede that console wise, there's no like real solid ground. which is exactly why I'm on PC now.
I mean, really, you're not wrong by saying that PC is like it's like the retirement that I was talking about earlier, right?
Yeah.
It's like once you get a PC, you're just like,
you're good.
ain't gotta worry about that
You
bullshit
are
no
good. You're done. You're done. Upgrade your graphics card once every, I don't know, 3-4 years, and your game catalog, it's yours forever. You don't have to worry about, oh shit, it's been 7 years. I just bought this new box. I wonder if it's backwards compatible. I wonder if the backwards compatibility works for this specific game that I love. You don't have to worry about that with PC. Just press double click on the exe file. That's it. What's this? Curie says, I think Nintendo might struggle a bit next time. Then again, they have Pokemon, so I doubt they'll ever hit Wii U struggles. You never know. I'm with Ham on that one. You never know. It could get bad quickly.
but it could be explosive too. You know,
Yeah.
I'm saying you come out with a Pokemon game and Metroid at the same time at launch. As long as you did the console some justice, you're cooking.
We'll see. We'll see with this Switch too. We'll
But
see
but
what.
but on the other hand, look at what happened with Xbox when they came out with the Series X console, and they fumbled with Halo. Imagine the sales if you were able to play Halo day one versus not getting it for a year.
Yeah, a lot of people would have just bought the console just for Halo. It's a system seller for sure. Whether
So
it was
it's just
Halo
like,
or Gears of War Day E-Day, for example, that would have sold.
if the new Switch comes out and they don't have Metroid ready for another 7 to 12 months, and that Pokemon game and whatever, and you could play everything that you're playing right now on just the regular Switch, that would hurt the fuck out of the new Switch's sales. Sure, it has all the cool bells and whistles. So did the Xbox One. The Xbox One had the bells and whistles for the most part. I mean, it had the whole 900p versus 1080 thing that went on with it.
That wasn't great.
But it had anything. You could talk to the damn thing. It had all the bells. How about the games? It had a few good games to do with it. It had a better launch
marketing was shit
than
though.
the Series consoles did. The Series consoles came in and said, here's some new hardware.
Play old games.
Yeah, play Gears with a new coat of paint on it. Like, it's just like, all right, man. Like,
Quick Resume was awesome though. Quick Resume was
like
awesome.
I said, it had all the bells and
Still
whistles.
is.
It had all the bells and whistles. But what are you quick resuming?
What did I play? Oh, I didn't play Cyberpunk. What was the first game? Ham, what was the first game that you played on your Series X? I don't remember. I don't remember the first thing that I booted up on my Series X. Anyone in the chat, if you still remember, what was your first game on your Series X or PS5?
It might have been Gears or I don't know, man.
Was it Hive Busters? Did we play Hive Busters on the Series X together?
Yes, we did. We did.
Okay, so Hive Busters is one of the early games that we played.
Yeah, I know that. Borderlands was one of the first games for me as well. Borderlands 2 or 3. Borderlands 3. That was a big deal for me at that time. Some
Texas, let's go. Sorry, Gogo Poe is sharing the top 5 teams in college football. My bad.
Yeah, Texas, baby, let's go. But anyways, but yeah, I mean, early on, I mean, like I said, there wasn't a whole lot there. It's crazy to say that though, right? Because you're seeing how sparse the beginning of the generation. If you ask me, hey, how about your PlayStation? What's the first games that you remember playing on your PlayStation? I can tell you easily. Assassin's Creed Valhalla. That's not first party. I get it. But that was one of the first things I purchased for that console. Also, Miles Morales, Astrobot came with the console. Those were the first 3 games that I turned on my PlayStation and played. And I remember it because they were new and they were for that device for the most part.
Ooh,
You
nice
can say
one,
Miles
Yobi.
Morales was on the PS4, sure.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
could say that, sure, but Astrobot wasn't.
Okay, we can't go with Astrobot because that was like a tech demo within the console. I'm talking about an actual game that you
on it.
bought.
I'm gonna add it.
All right.
I might be
For
an
me, the
Xbox fan
first
first
game.
and foremost, but I ain't gonna lie.
No, it was a good game. It was a good game. Sifu, that was my first PS5 game that I bought and played on the PS5. Sifu, and fucking love that game till today.
It's a good introduction. Third party, sure, but it was a good introduction.
That was some good stuff, ladies and gentlemen. If you haven't played Sifu, please go and play it right now. Curie played Ace Attorney Trilogy. What? That's a hell of a selection. Yobi played Cyberpunk 2077. You know what? After playing it recently I also played on Xbox. I can imagine it was an awesome experience. Retro said something that I think is wild. Said Sony about to get them Nintendo gamers hooked on Aloy. Sony's about to disappoint those retro those Nintendo gamers. Any Nintendo gamer that watches Aloy on that Lego game and is like, oh, I'm going to buy a PlayStation just so I can experience this character more, is going to be very, very disappointing. It is a rude awakening that is waiting. That's what I'm gonna say.
I couldn't imagine playing the Legos with the Legos version of Aloy, seeing all that fun that she looks like she's having, and
She
then
looks like fun.
And then going to Horizon and Realm, like, oh, she doesn't have any of that personality at all.
What is this? What's going on?
Who's this bitch?
You feel like someone? No, you don't want to do that. Gogo Poke, Gears 5 Hive Busters. Yes. I'm sure you had a good time on your OLED TV. Who else here shared? Oh, okay. Jax82 played A Plague's Tale Requiem on his next gen console. Ham, did you finish A Plague's Tale Requiem? I couldn't finish it.
I beat both of them. The ending
I enjoyed
to
the first
second
one.
Plague
The
Tale,
second one. Yeah.
The ending to the second Plague Tale was super good. That was one of the better endings to a video game I played this generation.
So worth finishing, because I didn't finish it. Something else came out, and then I just put it to the side.
It was just like the story was it was deep.
Okay. Ooh, Retro played Forza. Nice.
That's a
banger.
You know, and it's too bad that game, if that game could have been a launch game, that could have helped a ton. That game was a banger. Still is a banger. But surprising. It literally is still a banger. But but back when it came out, that shit was popular.
It did the round.
Even the most toxic of fanboys couldn't really talk shit about Forza. It was that good.
I don't know, man. I think I saw
I didn't see a whole lot of people talking about it.
Forza.
They tried to compare it to Gran Turismo, but that doesn't work. I mean, just comparing Forza Horizon,
different genres.
Sure, Forza Motorsports, sure, but Forza Horizon, it's like it's not comparable. Like I'm able to drive on sand in the middle of a desert and just fucking roll my car
at high speeds. At high speeds with a Lamborghini. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? Astro on PS5. Yeah. Everyone played Astro first. Gogo Poe, me and you, we're the same. We're the same. I didn't finish Requiem. I need to finish it as well at some point.
It's so good.
Aloy slander. It's not Aloy slander, bruv. It is Aloy facts. That's what
No,
it is.
Aloy slander. He miswrote. Will be tolerated. It will be tolerated. So you're gonna have to deal with that one, bud.
Sorry, Retro. Sorry. Played Red Dead Redemption 1 on the Series X. Wow. Classic. Classic. Another Cyberpunk. Dude, Cyberpunk had a lot of people
Well,
down bad.
It came out not long after the consoles came out, so I could see a lot of people
No.
specifically buying the new console for Cyberpunk. Especially as
I think
bad as it was.
Cyberpunk came out before. Yeah, Cyberpunk came out before the Series X came out. No,
No, it didn't. No, it didn't. No, the
It came out
Cyberpunk came out
after?
in December.
What? Okay.
Yep.
Play the game, lads. Oh, dude.
I
played
remember
the
because
first
I was
one, but
surprised
I
that I
didn't
only
finish
had to
it.
pay. I was surprised that I only had to pay $50 for Cyberpunk when I had my Series X. I was like, sick. That's what's up. And then I realized it wasn't Series S and X updated, and I was like, God damn it.
Own and played the more quality game. Dude, I think, Ham, can we agree that the Horizon games, in terms of like world, not world building, but just looks, appearance wise, graphics, whatever, top tier game? Yes? Both of them.
Both of what?
The Horizon games, they look amazing.
What do you mean both of them? There's more than two.
There's more than 2 Horizon games?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm talking about the 2 mainline games.
Are you talking about Horizon, or are you talking about
Yeah.
Forza?
Horizon Forbidden West, Horizon
Okay.
whatever.
Re-ask the question to me now. You done made my tummy hurt.
Oh my god.
My tummy
I'm
hurt.
saying Retro said every release has been great in terms of the looks of the game. I'm saying those 2
The game
games,
looks
in terms
fine.
of appearance wise, they are definitely top quality.
Yeah, it looks great. You know what else looks great? The
Yeah.
Matrix experience.
Damn.
That looks great too.
Damn.
Not that fun to
All
play.
right. Well, Retro is unsubbing. Retro is unsubbing because we're not feeling Horizon and Aloy.
hey, man, if that's what you gotta do.
No,
Oh,
Ham,
yeah.
fuck. Ham, don't say that, dude. Don't say that. We need every
I'm
subscriber.
saying, hey,
This
if
guy.
subbing to my channel is if subbing to our channel is detrimental on me being respectful to Aloy, then I'd like you to sub one more time and unsub again.
Oh my god.
Just have
Retro,
a
he
fun
doesn't
time with that sub
mean
button.
it. He does not mean it. All right? He does not mean it. Jeez.
Yeah, I like
PS5,
that.
welcome in.
Rising.
Whole right. Oh my goodness. Talk about go stop laughing. It's not funny. Whole Rising is coming out. Yay. All right. Enough bashing. All right. We're done bashing on Whole Rising. Next we have a messy tweet by a known troll, but it might be worth discussing, even if it's just us spitballing. So Goat Gaming said, breaking. Amazon has said the Fire Stick is selling out worldwide, and they're thanking the new Xbox app. Sales are up 22,000%. A spokesperson for Amazon said, PlayStation has plans to copy Xbox, but meeting their success will be next to impossible, says analyst. No link to any article or anything. Just
No. Just the percentage immediately should kind of tell you that this doesn't really add up. But yeah, I mean, I remember bringing this to your attention, Loke, and I more or less wanted to talk about it for the fact that it's just saying, Xbox has this coming out. And I'm taking away most of the tweet because it's just a lot of fluff. But I'm just saying, hey, Xbox came out. They had their app on the Fire Stick, and when I looked at it, I was thinking, is this something that PlayStation needs to try to do already? And I'm thinking, I'm thinking, didn't PlayStation try to do this before, where they had like a service or something like that you could
I can't
play
think
or
of a
stream?
time that they
Like,
tried that.
I'm not sure, but I tell you, like, I don't think they're looking at that at this as particularly a bad idea. It, I feel like this is something that they will do, but they're gonna let Xbox test the waters for a little while with it. And that's what PlayStation does a lot of the times with their stuff, or yeah, with ideas like this, is they let Xbox fuck up, and then they see what they could, and then they see what they could do to make it more sustainable or sustainable for them particularly, and then they do something similar. So I could totally see PlayStation doing something like this and having it be like the remote play app from your console from somewhere else or something like that, being like the Amazon Fire Stick is more or less your portal. So I could totally see them doing something like that, and I don't think that's a bad idea. I mean, people seem to love the portal a lot more than I thought they would. So, like, if there's that many people that want to play games on the go and stuff like that, then why not do something like this? I know that I like personally, since I'm more of an Xbox guy, I love that I can play on my PC. I love that I can play on my phone and turn on my TV and play it there. And now that I know this Amazon thing is a thing, I can leave a controller at my mom's house. I don't have to leave my daughter with my Series S, right? I can just take a controller to grandma's house and say, you got your Xbox right here. Grandma will help you set it up when you're ready to play. Done. So, like, I mean, I don't see why anybody from the PlayStation side would say something silly like, we don't need this, or this is stupid, or Xbox is trying to. And it's like, no, like, this is convenience. And that's the point of me enjoying these platforms. At Nintendo, I enjoy the convenience of playing it anywhere. PlayStation, I don't really have the convenience factor as much as I have the knowing that they make good games and I want to be there when they have one. Xbox, the convenience is very evident. I play it literally everywhere, including my Steam Deck. PlayStation's convenience is more behind a paywall. Yep, you have to buy the portal.
Well, you do have to buy the Amazon Fire Stick, right? Yes.
What happens if you already have one? My mom already has 3.
All right.
You see what I'm saying?
If your mom has 3 and a Land Rover Ham, you know where I live. Why am I not getting one shipped to my address? I don't know. I don't know.
That's between you and her, man.
This is a mystery.
Hey, you talk her into Land Rover. Why can't you talk her into giving you a Fire Stick? Ain't my
She
problem.
keeps using them.
Why you throwing me?
I don't know.
Throwing me in the
Dude,
middle
she
of
has
this
3.
bullshit.
She has 3 televisions. I don't understand how she uses all 3 of them, but that's a conversation for another day.
She uses one in her bedroom when she's laying down. She uses one in the front room when she's hanging out in the front room, and then in the den downstairs. I use that when I'm visiting.
Also, the problem is Ham Solo. Okay, I got you. I understand. The third one is Ham. Yeah, but you know what? First off, we have to caveat this one. It is a troll post. We are aware. But I also agree with Ham. It wouldn't be a terrible idea if PlayStation did the same thing. After Xbox have gone through ironing the kinks, and going through the growing pains of like perfecting how this could work. And then Sony would just come in with the bigger install base and then just swoop in and make boku bucks. So it's not a terrible idea. I've seen ton of Fire Pass game Xbox ads. Fire Pass. That's what they're calling it, Ham. Fire Pass.
Oh shit, fire. No. See, like, imagine
Fire Pass. What?
Imagine some of the reverse advertising that they could have from having Xbox on Amazon or something like that, where they're like, somebody sees it there and then they're like, oh, I'm gonna try it out, see what it's like, and they're like, oh man, this is all right, but this latency is kind of pissing me off, and then they end up just going to go get an Xbox. Think about how it works in reverse sometimes too. Like it's kind of diabolical the way Xbox is trying to put themselves in people's face, and they're kind of trying to make it like I know a lot of people are thinking, oh, Xbox is done with consoles or whatever and whatnot, and I'm thinking of it like, feels like Xbox is trying to find themselves an Apple kind of entrance when it comes into gaming, where they have the app on your Roku device or your Fire Stick or whatnot, but then you can get the tablet, aka a handheld, possibly, that may be coming out, or you can get the actual main console itself and plug it into the TV, kind of like their VR or AR kind of thing that they got now and whatnot. It just seems like they're trying to like catch every single step that you take, whether you're going on the bridge or if you are taking a tunnel. No matter where you go, you're gonna run into it. Compared to what PlayStation likes to do,
it's
where
the
they're
Microsoft
like, hey,
way.
meet me at the store if you want this. Xbox is like, meet me outside, catch me outside.
Yeah. It's the Microsoft way. Instead of making one banger of an entry, they're like, okay, there's 50 possible entries. We're going to attack all 50. Maybe even create a 51st entry. That's the Microsoft way. So it's not really surprising to see just to see them doing this. But as for PlayStation, I'm pretty sure that they're paying attention. They're probably trying to get stats to figure out like what's happening. Like,
bro,
are numbers actually changing?
I definitely wouldn't mind only grabbing my PlayStation controller and going to my mom's house.
But
you think I want to take? You think I want to take that big some bitch out of there? You think I want to go grab that big
disconnect those cables,
put it in a goddamn suitcase? Nah,
it's a hassle.
It's a big hassle. And you know, one thing I realized, and this is off the topic. Remember how much we used to always talk about the removable SSDs for PlayStation and Xbox, and how the PlayStation 1 you got to open it up and put it in, and the Xbox One
it's not super complicated, but if you put it next to the Xbox way,
it's not complicated.
It looks
right?
complicated.
It exactly right. It looks complicated one versus other, especially if you're talking to a casual person that doesn't do all this type of shit, right?
Yeah.
And even for me, it's like not complicated at all. Like I can do that in the matter of a few seconds. How I built my own PC. But when it comes to like traveling, like what I just did, like coming back from Colorado and stuff like that, I tell you what, when I loaded up my Series S to leave, it was nice walking up to my Series S and just being like, give me that. You know what I'm saying? Instead of thinking about, oh, I need to open up the side panels of it, unscrew this shit, and then do the same thing once I get to my destination, screw it back in, all this other shit and whatnot. Nah, I just unplug the removable thing from the Xbox, plug it into my Series S once I get to where I'm going, and bam. No updates, no nothing. Just turn on the game and get started. And man, that convenience factor is pretty wild when you think about it.
It's crazy. Like, I traveled for work last week, and I took my laptop, and I just took my where is it? My Xbox controller. I synchronized this one to the laptop. The other one is synchronized to the console, and it was kind of cool, right? Just turning on the laptop and playing Elden Ring. But it would have been even better if I didn't have to take the laptop and I had to take a little tiny thing that looks like a flash drive, plug it into the screen at the hotel, and then just play. That would have been
Right.
next level. Essentially, I'm just like you said, Ham. Just take the controller and a flash, and you're good. That's crazy. I'd probably still take the laptop because then I still have to stream and whatever. But yeah, the convenience of it would be awesome. PlayStation SSD upgrade $100, Xbox upgrade $300.
It is. It's no, it's not 300. It was 220 at launch.
At launch
At launch, the removable
in America, but how much was it in
terabyte
Canada?
was 221. I remember that. So
How much was it in
specifically
Canada?
because I wanted it really bad and couldn't get it. And yeah, the SSD
think the
for the
prices in
PlayStation
Canada-
was like $100. That's about right. Yeah.
I think the 300 is in Canada. That's what
You're right.
I'm guessing.
You're right. It probably is. Yep. Probably is.
Yeah.
So yeah. So yeah, like I said, and I've said this prior, like that price is ridiculous, right? Lemon had to tell
Yeah.
me, it's a different type of it's a different type of hardware. It's built to be much smaller, so it's going to be much cheaper because smaller things that are powerful or as powerful as something that's maybe a little bit larger is usually priced higher because it's a lot more in a smaller compact space. So I mean that made sense and all, but I still hated the price for the
You still have to pay $300. Dude, you can tell me why I have to pay $200 extra. I don't care because I'm still paying $200 extra.
It's still too much money. I
What are
don't
we-
give a
what
fuck
are we
about the
doing?
reason.
Oh no!
You can
it's
tell me
because,
why I don't.
you know,
You can
this
tell me
master
why
swordsman
the
had
heated
to
seats should be
sharpen
added
his
to the
knife.
car, but if I can't afford it, fuck it.
What are we talking about? I'm still paying the amount. I don't care why. Anyways, moving on. PlayStation 5 sales are outpacing the PS4, while Xbox Series X and S fall behind the Xbox One in the US. With the PS5 and Xbox Series X and S entering the middle age of their hardware lifecycle, Circana again has provided comparison numbers for how they're doing against their predecessors. Long story short, PS5 is outperforming the PS4 while the Series X and S is falling behind the Xbox One in the US. Ham, I want to go first on this one, and I couldn't believe it when I saw this because I still remember the crazy numbers of Series S's selling, even in Japan. It looked like Xbox was really turning a corner when it comes to console sales specifically. And I'd like to keep this discussion specific to console sales because that's what the headline is, Ham.
Sure.
What are your thoughts on the PS5 outpacing the PS4 and the Series X and S falling behind the Xbox One?
I mean, it's kind of like what we talked about a little bit earlier, where it's like you got the PS4, so like you get that, and you're happy with what you've been served on while having that PS4. So then the easy answer is I'm gonna get the next one,
Mm-hmm.
right? A lot of people bought into the Xbox for the from the 360. They got into the Xbox One and they're like, I liked what you had going on with the 360. And then the Xbox One came out and floundered. So those same customers that were on the Xbox One, if they didn't really care who gave them what, they just knew that they wanted to eat, right? I don't care who gives me this shit. I just want to know that I got a buffet that I'm walking in on.
That's all.
those people that felt like they were underserved under the Xbox One went to the PS4, went to the PS5. So
They bounced.
so the PS5 ate some of the Xbox sales. So you see their numbers going up higher, while the Xbox Series is not only did they have a sparse time with the Xbox One, but the Series X didn't help. The Series S and X didn't help by not having anything to say, look at me, right when it came out, right next to the person that said, hey, I have a game installed on my console already for you.
Yeah.
Right? You had
Yeah.
to wait a whole year to get something significant from Xbox. And then so sure, there's still people buying into it to this day and whatnot, but it's just not as sought after because of what you did in the last generation and then how you handled walking into this generation. Sure, you got fans like me that ain't going nowhere, sure. But I can't blame my neighbor for being like, yo, I've been waiting and just it ain't happening. Like plane ain't take off yet.
And people
So
are having fun on that side.
be mad
So
at
I'm out.
him. I can't be mad at him for using his money and saying, hey, I don't want to fly Frontier anymore. I'm going United. I can't blame him for that. But as for like the sales and stuff like that, like I said, Xbox already made their bed. Same with PlayStation, same with Nintendo for this generation. PlayStation did well because they transitioned from the PS4 to the PS5. Here's the thing, though. If PlayStation doesn't have a pretty good stacked lineup towards the end of the PS5 and they somehow fumble the beginning of the PS6, you may see a mirror thing happen to what happened to the Xbox, going from 360 to 1. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like and then for Xbox on the other side, they pick after the generation already happened, they acquired Bethesda. They acquired Activision. They're now putting Call of Duty on the Game Pass. This generation's already, the whistle's been blown. The play is dead. The game is over. Are already at this point. We already see the final score. The score might keep changing a little bit, but we can look at it and say, yeah, that's good. That ain't changing. There is no soaring change that's going to happen from now to 2 years to another generation. There isn't a big enough
garbage time.
But the thing that could happen is that Xbox is setting themselves up for the next generation to then be that original Xbox to 360 feel again. To where it's like, all right, well, wow, like they had something pretty cool last generation with the Series S and X. That was pretty cool. Didn't hit everything that I needed. But now that they already have Activision Blizzard in the bag, they got all these other studios and stuff like that in the bag and working already. They're working on stuff that we're not even able to play on right now. So I'm interested in what that's going to look like. This generation's cooked already. PlayStation sewed it up. It's done.
It's over. It's garbage time. It's like the fourth quarter. There's 3 minutes on the clock. You're down 40. It is what it is. Put the starters on the bench.
Yeah. In essence, it's like, nice try. Hopefully next season. I don't know. I mean that happens to teams all the time. They're in week fucking 5 at a fucking 16, 18 or whatever. Your season's over. You lost too many fucking games.
You're done. You're 0-5.
Especially in college football. You lose 2-3 games in college football. Your season's over. You're just playing games to make the crowd happy at that point. And that's where Xbox is right now. Their season's over. They're just trying to maintain their fan base right now until the next season.
That's all. Stop the bleeding. That's
They
what
got the
we're trying
draft.
to do.
The draft was Activision in Bethesda. They got their draft picks, and they are
They got
waiting until
Wimby.
next season.
They got Wimby Ham. They got Wembanyama.
They got
They want to
Wimby.
develop him. They want to develop him.
Yeah,
See
They
if
said,
they can win
we'll
some
take Chris
championships
Paul, I
in the interim.
guess. We got Wimby.
Yeah. There's no championships for the next 5 years, but maybe the conference finals. Who knows? A couple of playoff berths. something.
And yo, it's that close to sports where it's like the incremental growth. If you're a smart business person, the incremental growth can be more detrimental than the quick success, right?
Yeah.
Because I mean, like,
more effective.
You look at something like the Kansas City Chiefs, and you look at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Sure, Tampa Bay beat Kansas City, but ain't nobody worried about Kansas City. We worried about the Bucs. You know what I'm saying? It's like you got your win, but it wasn't that like you needed a goat to get it done.
Even when they won, dude, the GOAT was going to leave. The defensive lineman wants his money. The left tackle wants his money. The wide receiver is kind of crazy. The whole thing just fell apart the very next year. Why? Because the team decided to overpay everyone and say, let's run it back, because they were desperate to do it again, and then nothing. Why? Because you rush the process. That's the problem. You rush the process, which brings us back to the biggest weakness.
I don't even want to talk about the Clippers.
Well, what?
I said I don't even want to talk about the Clippers.
No, let's talk about the Clippers. Let's talk about the Clippers. I'm here for that. We can spend the next 1 hour talking about the Clippers.
Why they put Paul George in the manger and kick him down the river like that?
Dude, watch Paul George go and win a championship with Joel Embiid. Watch.
Oh my God.
Watch exactly that happen. And
He's
then
magically
Kawhi is
never
hurt. Injured the rest of the year. No, dude, Paul George is like most of the time he's not hurt. What happens
but I'm
is
just saying,
James Harden's hurt.
Sometimes it felt like a break time was happening in the Clippers season.
How so?
Like the Clippers would go on the spree and look like a top contender, and then they'd go on like a hiatus where it's like, all right, well,
you start losing.
I guess you're not them.
Yeah,
you're the new team of LA for like a month, and then it'll go away.
Dude, remember when this trade went down, Ham, and I told you the Clippers gon' clip, and you were like, no, Log, watch, these guys are gonna do something. I was like, bro,
I think
these boys ain't even gonna make the conference finals, and you said I was messy.
I might have said the Clippers are better than the Lakers.
George, what?
I don't remember this conversation. This must have happened some other. I don't know what this man's talking about.
Oh, really? All right. Watch him backing up. All right, that's cool. Either way, I'm happy. I'm happy that the Clippers are still clipping. I can't wait till they get another superstar and absolutely faceplant on a rake in the snow. I can't wait. Thanks for bringing up the Clippers, Ham. I'm in a much better mood right now. Thank you so much. Appreciate
You're
you.
welcome. I sure don't care.
Kansas City did Michael Jordan and the shot over Elo Bulls win. It's too bad they couldn't do it against Tom Brady, but it is what it is. People don't know it, but Xbox is making a gaming dynasty. You can plan all you want. You still need to execute.
That's a fact.
And
the thing is they're spreading themselves out quite a bit, and I'm wondering how much they'll be able to maintain. Or are they spreading themselves out so they don't have to maintain and others have to maintain them?
Yeah, because you look at the number of studios that Xbox has, it's believable that they could turn into a proper juggernaut, even surpass Nintendo, just putting out bangers every month, just one banger after another, after another, after another. It is feasible, but there's no guarantee they're going to do it. And
Yeah,
to
no,
maintain it, to keep it in a basketball analogy, Ham, remember the 2004 Lakers? Remember how everyone was like, dude, these guys have done a three-peat. They just added Karl Malone. It's over. They kept the whole team and they added the all-time scorer in the NBA, the second all-time scorer in the NBA. It's over. That's what everyone thought in 2004. And Gary Payton, the glove. Best point guard defender. Let's go. It's over. They're going to win 4 in a row. What happened? Ham? They didn't win. So having the plan, having the money, you still have to go out there and perform.
right.
It is what it is. Lastly, for today, we have EA announces Apex Legends is getting twice as many battle passes, and you can no longer earn them in game.
Damn.
EA and Respawn have announced some major changes to the Apex Legends Battle Pass, which will see seasonal content become far more expensive to keep up with. The community response has
run
been
that
about as
paper.
negative as you would imagine. Starting in season 22, there will now be 2 battle passes every season, one for each split, and each of these passes will now be $10. Previously, you'd get whole season battle passes for 950 Apex coins, the game's premium currency, and if you completed that pass, you'd get enough AC points back to get the next one without shelling out any additional cash. So they figured out that no, people are playing so much, they don't have to pay for the battle passes anymore. Let's dead that. Let's kill that right now. The battle passes still award 1,300 Apex coins a piece. Oh, so you still get the coins. But since the new passes are only available at a price measured in real world currency, you can no longer spend your AC to get those passes. In one sense, the price of the battle pass is doubling, since they are now twice as many per season. But for truly dedicated fans who've been earning AC to buy these things, the price is skyrocketing from a previous tag of free. Ham, are you excited to play Apex Legends?
I've never been excited to play that, and I never wanted to play it. This is
What are your
just
thoughts on
shitty
this
news.
monetization?
This is just shitty news for those people that do play it, though, because it's just like the way that you used to play the game. Yeah, that doesn't exist anymore. Now you're gonna be playing it for a different reason.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because I remember when I was deep into Rocket League, and I got the battle pass or whatever you want to call it for Rocket League, and that game kept me busy, but also I could earn enough credits to damn near, not always, but damn near, and sometimes actually get the next battle pass because of how much I played it and earned. So I remember specifically grinding to get those points so I didn't have to pay for the next season, right? Well, if you would have took that away from me in Rocket League, well, you took away my drive to play.
Essentially.
Because my drive was not only to get all the extra rewards, but it was also to feel like I accomplished enough for you to want to keep me there. But now it's just like you're just asking. You're just flat out just asking for money. You're not asking for my time anymore. You just want money, which is
what they
fine and
want,
all.
essentially.
Which is fine and all, but I feel like you could have adjusted it that kept the time in mind in which, like, now you get almost enough. And sure, that would have made its own separate news line as well, right? You can no longer
Mhm.
make enough. But I'd rather be making something and getting close and only have to spend $2 to $5 than you just saying, nah, fuck that, run 10. Fuck that, give me 20. Every time. I don't care how hard you work the last 2 weeks in this game. You're paying just as much as everybody else. Give it to me.
Let's go.
I don't know. To me, that's just kind of slimy. I don't like it. When
I don't think
you
it's
change,
slimy.
well, I think it's slimy because when you change the way people want to play your game after it's already came out is purely selfish. People already have their I'm playing right now, like the First Ascendant and whatnot. I'm able to earn the characters by playing, and certain things have probabilities of being dropped if I keep playing it, right?
Yeah.
If they take out the probability and say you can just flat out get it, but you have to buy to pay this level now. Well, now I don't even want to play that level.
I'm out.
You see what I'm saying? It's just like you change the way that I played the game, the way I grinded in this game.
Mm.
You took part of the reason I play and just turned it into, no, give me money and you'll just get what you need.
You know what? You're probably right. You're probably right. But I have a question. I have a question to put to you. If you're one of the board members at EA, and every coin that goes into this game, you get a percentage of, whether it's 5%, 10%, 50%, whatever. And an analyst walks in the room and says, if we do this, people are still going to engage with the game, and they're going to buy into this battle pass.
Right.
You're not signing this document. We're going to make double. We're going to.
So you're just
we're
telling
gonna
me
make
to go to the
triple.
other side. You're telling me to go to the other side and say, hey, would you approve something like this, knowing the ramifications of what I just got done saying?
That we're going to make triple what we were making previously.
We're going to make more money. I don't know how many times they thought that they were going to make more money and then had to transition to something else. So, I mean, it's almost goes to some of the sayings that you've said before with past performance and whatnot. But, but at the same time, it's for me personally, I'm looking at this thinking like, sure, the analyst said this and whatnot, but y'all analysts from right here, you telling me this, I'm hoping you're so certain because you're on the chopping block right now. No, I'm dead serious.
If this does not work out,
fucking serious, because you're giving me this information that, hey, people will engage in. I may lose some, but I'll make buku more.
Yes.
I'm believing you, and I hope you trust your data too, because you are now on the chopping block. If this business is as cutthroat as we're talking about, that's the reality of the situation, right? Because if we miss,
that's
whether it's a whole lot or a little bit, and that little bit makes the other investors say, excuse me, what did you do here? If I have to hear anything from somebody that's paying me, then you're out of here. So I hope you really trust what you just got done telling me. No, it's that serious though, because
But
we're
if it
talking
got to
about
this point, Ham,
ongoing jobs, people getting paid to continue to work this game, not only to continue to work it, but to restructure part of it. I'm paying people to restructure to something that you advised me to do. I pay you to give me good information. So if I just paid you and you gave me bad information,
you're
then I
out.
gotta fire you.
It's only fair.
It is. If I hired you to find me a good car, and then you bring the good car to me, and I drive down the street and I start smelling oil, you're fired.
You're out of here.
If the check engine light comes on, you're fired. I don't care. I don't care if the dealer told you how dope it was. I don't care if the person said, "Hey, this comes with 5 bad bitches in a blunt." Like if the motherfucker's broken, you're fired. It's like it's really that simple to me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think.
But you're still signing that document, though.
But yeah. So like, yeah. So to go back to your main question, would I sign this if the analyst said, "Hey, this is the go"? Yeah, because that's their job. Their job is to get me money.
Paper.
Their job is to finesse y'all out of as much possible cash as possible. Sure, you're having fun, but you don't know you're getting finessed. We don't want you to know that you're getting finessed, because as soon as you figure out you're getting finessed, you're gonna back up. So
and the reason
thinking,
I asked you that
I'm sitting here looking at this, and I'm like, wow, they must have had some goddamn good data, because ain't no way I'm getting finessed like this.
But
you know what I'm saying? No, there is no but. Like I said, if they would have,
there is a but.
In my heyday of Rocket League, if they would have did this, I'm earning the right to get close to, or actually the next battle pass. And then all of a sudden, none of my entire month's worth of work, I just got 800 out of 1,000 XP that I need to get to the next battle pass.
Nothing.
And that whole 800 doesn't matter. Now I have to use it for some other random stupid shit in game.
Cosmetics.
I can't use it to continue my grind. You just ruined my experience.
Yeah. So the reason why I asked you that is because this is about to do numbers. These guys are going to make a whole lot of money.
Then the analysts are doing their job.
Yep. That's pretty much it, dude. I've said it before and I'll say it again. We have no self-control as a community. We have no discipline. We have no discernment. We are not serious about anything that we actually say as a community. We all lose our shit with stuff like this. You go to the review score on Steam. Oh, everyone downvoted it. Oh, it's over for Apex. Dude, a month from now, the player count will be exactly where it was before this thing got announced. A year from now, the numbers are going to come out. Millions of people are buying the battle pass. It's just going to be whatever, though. This, for me, is just another reminder of how we have no spine in our community. We are going to buy the shit out of this battle pass.
Oh, absolutely. Like, the only thing that could catch them slipping if something comes out broken, or if somebody figures out an exploit and it hangs out long, and it hangs out long enough for people to feel like they're ripped off once they fix it. But if the people love the game enough and they give a good enough alternative, then I mean they might just put it in cruise control and let it ride.
Yeah, but I don't see that happening. One thing these
I don't see
companies
a
don't
big
mess up,
I
Ham.
don't see a big
These
uplifting
companies
happening
mess
either.
up. These companies mess up builds. They mess up maps. They mess up a whole lot of stuff that have to do with the actual video game. But monetization, oh, they don't mess with that. They do not mess with that. Trust me, that's going to come out spiffy. It's going to be perfect. That's all I have to say on this one, on that subject. Anything else you want to add?
No, man, I gotta get up out of here. My wife just got home.
Actually, before you go, Ham, I have a couple questions. Actually, I just have one question for you. In your time in Mexico or Venezuela, chilling
Off the grid.
by the Palm Beaches, did you have any epiphanies? Did you have any thoughts about your life or about TSWS or whatever?
So I did have some thoughts about life a little bit, and I'm definitely making a couple changes and whatnot. One thing that we're adamantly looking for right now is a house. We're looking to finally buy a damn house. So no more apartment life, hopefully. With that being said, there's certain things I need to cut down on and stop doing, and
Mhm.
or just tighten up on. So timings of shows, what shows can I still do? And what shows I need to flat out, cut. And unfortunately, I had to take off the crossover with me and K Mega, so that show on Mondays will no longer happen. Me and K Mega are still great, still cool. But I had to tell him, hey, I have to take a step back from doing that just to prioritize some of the other things for my channel. Also, also behind them sticks every Thursday. That will be at a need to know kind of basis. I'll make a thumbnail and put it out and talk about it a little while before it actually happens and stuff like that. But as of right now, I'm no longer just talking to random gamers all over the world. That was fun for a little while. But like I said, times change a little bit and I will still interview people, but it won't be just anybody and it won't be all the time. It'll be like special kind of interviews and stuff like that. But also the way that we kind of have our shows structured, me and Loke were talking a little bit in the background before the show started. We may have a different new cadence, and I know that we've been kind of messing around with the cadence of the show quite a bit in the last 6 months. But I'll take the blame for that. Loke's down to do whatever the fuck. He doesn't care. But as for me and what I like, I wanted to be selfish about it, straight up. So Loke's show that was on Sunday, Loke's Log, I'll let him introduce that here in a moment, but it's going to be changing to Monday from Sunday, and I will be on that show, and it will not really have to do with gaming. It will be more like real world stuff. So I'll let Loke talk about that here shortly. But then on Wednesdays will be the new time for the lowdown. Still the same time, 1 p.m. Central, 2 o'clock Eastern, but it will be on Wednesday instead of Tuesday, just so we have show Monday, Tuesday we're off, and maybe we may upload a video if there's something good to talk about, or maybe there will be nothing. Wednesday, the lowdown will be, and then on Friday as usual, same time, same place, bullsitting. Me, Loke, Matt Likes Games, Cozy, Beluga, Mental 9R, and a guest. But that's how I'm gonna be rolling now. I'm not gonna be doing 5 days, 4 days every once in a while, 3 days when I'm feeling really frustrated or anything like that anymore. It's just gonna be flat out 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, a show from TSWS Gaming. the Wednesday and Friday show will be the gaming focused shows, and then the Monday will not be. Loke, did you want to talk a little bit about the Monday show?
Yeah. I even came up with a name for it. Gogo, I appreciate that you like the Sunday show. I kind of hoped that it wasn't just me that was having a blast on Sundays, and I appreciate everyone that has always been coming through on Sundays.
Thanks, Yobi. I see
Thank you
that.
so much. Yeah, loves the new structure, TSWS Inc.
That sounds so buttoned up.
It does. Anyways, yeah. So what I'm thinking, and maybe I'm gonna put it out there for you guys to maybe give a suggestion if my idea is maybe off. But I think the Monday show, because we're gonna be tackling a whole bunch of stuff, right? So from TV shows, movies, wrestling, sports,
Nasty
entertainment,
motherfuckers
whatever.
like Sexy Red, shit like that.
Pretty much, yes,
Weird
yes.
shit.
And
We're gonna be talking about some weird shit on these Mondays, y'all come through, and if y'all want to hear about some weird ass wild news, I'm already excited. I already got a topic to talk about this coming Monday. That's just gonna be wild, and I'm excited to show Loke about it because he ain't privy to some of the shit that we see over here.
yeah, so Gogo, come through on Monday. Sir X-Men, so okay, I think that's for another day, that announcement.
No. I'll announce that now. He just says Ham Solo, no
right.
more GRG. So yeah, I just I'm not gonna be on GRG regularly anymore. Like I said, me and K Meg is still cool. I might hop on and be on sometimes, every once in a while, kind of like Loke is with GRG.
Yeah.
But like after doing a podcast on Friday with here at TSWS, like half the time, like I just dreaded going into an 8 o'clock podcast after doing like a 3-hour one here. And it's not that K Mega's podcast was dreadful or anything. Like his podcast is dope. It's just like my energy level by that time. It's just like, I'm not sure if I got 3, sometimes close to 4 hours just to talk and stick around the whole time. So from now on, I'm probably gonna be hopping on like 108 or Loke does every once in a while, hanging out for like maybe an hour or something, and then hanging out for a subject and getting out of there.
Yeah. Putting in the time is putting in the time, whether you love the grind or not. So the name that I'm thinking about, and you guys can rate if you want.
What's up, Nate?
If you have any suggestions. Sorry, Ham?
No, I was just saying what's up to Nate. He just pulled up. So
oh yeah. Welcome in, Nate. If anyone has any suggestions that they think is better than this name, feel free, right? But the name that I came up with, but obviously I was discussing with Ham when I had the inspiration, is everything but gaming. So EBG. If anyone has a better suggestion, DM Ham, DM me. If it doesn't come through, it's cool. I'll just name it that. If you guys have anything better, me and Ham might workshop it or whatever and then change it. But yeah. The idea is every Monday to do everything but gaming at 2 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Central African time. The lowdown will be moving to Wednesday starting next week at 2 p.m. Eastern and 8 p.m. Central African time. Fridays is the big hangout, bullsitting, like Ham said, same time, same place, 4 p.m. Eastern with the whole gang. Y'all have any? Okay, hold on. Yobi has a request. What's the request, Yobi? What's the request?
And by the way, thanks Yobi for what you said just a moment ago. I'd seen it. He said, "Proud of you, Ham." Seriously, yeah, man. I just had to take a hold on some things. There's some things that was just kind of spinning out personally, and I was kind of starting to show it on stream, and like I was just easily angered and frustrated, and like I just couldn't rock like that anymore. So I had to just take advantage of the opportunity of just kind of pushing it all to the side for a little bit. Loke said he'd, keep riding while I'm out. But yeah, I mean, it definitely felt good. It definitely helped me realize what is necessary and what I'm just doing extra that is really just kind of getting in the way of my happiness. So took care of that, and I'm good to go now. Like, I'm just more comfortable, which is good.
All right, so before you hop on out of here, Ham, Yobi has a request. Oh man.
Oh, I'm sorry, I wasn't reading. All right, it says Logan Ham should wear suits during their streams. Oh Lord, I'll consider that. That's not bad, actually. I wouldn't mind. I mean, hey, I don't have to be completely suited and booted, but I could wear like a blazer, get me a nice little shirt, like a little undershirt, and I don't know, like a clip-on tie or something. I don't know how to tie ties. I'm fucking lame like that. But I mean, I could definitely play the part. I think that might be kind of interesting. What do you think about that, Loke?
Hey man, if you wanna, we can do it. It's not a problem. Just if you're interested, go ahead, brother. Lady Foxfire, thank you so much. I will definitely do this. Just need to hop on the TSWS Twitter page, and I'll post the new schedule. Really appreciate the suggestion. What's this? Oh, okay. Ham. Curie loves the little man shirt on the door.
Yeah,
I could see Loke doing it. You could see me doing what? Putting on a suit every day. I just honestly, all I need to do is put a jacket on because everything else it's all done. It's all done every single show. So
hey man, my dress up game is pretty it's pretty lit.
It is. Ham. Now they're asking you if you lost some weight.
Maybe, I don't know. I haven't checked, but but I've just been, just I think it's more or less just me just taking care of myself a little bit better. I mean, I don't think I particularly lost it. I mean, I've been doing physical therapy and stuff like that, but I mean, I wouldn't put that in the weight loss category. It's just for the betterment of my back. I just think just kind of sitting up. I'm also in a different chair because the other one used to hurt my back. So,
okay,
so now trying to improve, just trying to get better.
Now you have to wear the suit, Ham. Curie says women need the fan service too. I mean,
oh Lord, okay.
If it's for the ladies, I'm just saying.
My wife would fucking love it. I know. I don't even have to ask her, hey, what do you think about this? She'd just be like, do it. She's very corporate and professional though. So like she's
for
like
the ladies.
She likes the whole suit and tie look, and I'm very much the opposite type of person. I'm not a suit and tie guy, but hell, if it's for our show and it's for fun, I'll do it. I don't care about that. I got a fan in my room now, so it doesn't get too hot.
What the fuck's wrong with you? Forget the show, forget the fun. It's for the ladies, all right?
He said it's for the back.
Bring on the ladies. Anyways, Ham, plug, so we can get on up out of here. 3 hours and 30 minutes. Jeez.
Yeah, man, that's what happens when I take a hiatus and come back, and we have a lot to.
That's wild.
So yeah, I mean, you'll see us back here on the next actual scheduled show that we'll have here is going to be bullsitting on Friday. But from there, expect a Monday, Wednesday, Friday cadence. Monday and Wednesday will be at 1 p.m. Central, 2 o'clock Eastern. The Friday show will be at 3 p.m. Central, 4 o'clock Eastern. So same times, just different days on 2 of the shows.
What? Rachie, membership chat. He's been a member for 12 months. Says he wants an OnlyFans session for his 12-month membership. I can work something out. we can figure something out, Richie. Just
Yeah, you
get in
can
the
with Lo.
DMs and
He'll talk to you about it. Clearly,
we can talk.
he has something in
Dude,
mind.
you
I
know,
do not.
OnlyFans, that's the problem with people. OnlyFans is not just sexual. There's actually OnlyFans for a whole plethora of things. The problem is the site got overrun with just the sexual stuff.
Right.
There's OnlyFans for cooking, for even playing video games. There's people that pay to come in, see you play video games. So, yeah, we can definitely work something out, Reggie. I got you. No problem. No problem. Yeah, all right. So
Maybe we should make an
thank you,
OnlyFans
everyone.
account just to fucking troll.
And then fucking no, dude, troll. No, that's where we're gonna do a community game
Check
nights.
us out
Fuck
on
it.
our OnlyFans.
Yeah, you wanna come through for the community game nights? Go to OnlyFans. It's $1. It'll be the same as the TSWS on YouTube. The idea
That's what
is
costs
to
money.
remove the stigma. The idea is to remove the stigma of OnlyFans equals sex. That's not the,
Oh my
that's
God.
that shouldn't be the reality. OnlyFans
I'm
equals
not here
creators
to promote and help
getting
out
paid.
OnlyFans.
God damn it, Ham. All right, fine. Let's go. It's you know what? It's bedtime for me anyway.
All right.
Thank you to everyone for coming through. We'll see you on Friday.